Morning. Got gremlins in the system this morning. First of all, I've got my brand new earpiece in. Wouldn't work. The wire wouldn't work. And I don't know what's going on in there. Poor old Paul and Hannah have got all sorts of things going. And Emma's in today. And Emma. And I've got a really loud echo, but I'm not going to mention that because they've got too much to sort out. Anyway, I have got no slides to show you and I've got no menu to show you. So we'll just start straight away with today's Early Bird. And it's fantastic. It's a here it is. Here it is. Now, let's see if the graphics are going to work. They will. Right, you are saving £10 on this fat quarter bundle, and it's a gorgeous bundle. Marisol, they describe this as the essence of William Morris. A modern take on the William Morris. So shall we have a look? Shall we have a quick look? Let's open it. It's by, you can see on the label, Blank Quilting, right? I'll open them up in a minute, but look. Now, hang on, where's my marker? There. There's the sticker. Mind your head, John. Move your iPad. Yeah, where's this come from, Hannah? Oh, look. Oh, I'll open them in a second for you. We'll have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it was 11. What an unusual number to have. Look. £10 off. £10 off for the early bird. I know. Right, I'll have a quick look at this and then I'll open them up and waft them. Oh, Anne says, morning, great you're here. Oh, there you are, says Princess. Morning, John and team from Sue in Tamworth. Claire says, morning, gorgeous. Got to take the boy child out for some exercise. Is that a child or a dog? Judith says, good morning and team. Glennie says, John and crew. Morning, lovely, says Jackie. Julie says, good morning. Hayley says, good morning. Got to love them gremlins. The live feed's here, Princess. You should be able to see it now. Good morning, John, Paul and Hannah. Have a good show. And Emma. Good morning, lovely, says Caroline. Fiona says, good morning from Barnoldswick. It's cold and sleeting. Jenny says, hello. Glennis, Eileen, lots of you there. Laurie says, morning, John and all. Debbie says, morning. Right, let's have a look at these then. See, they're blank quilters. Look, I'll show you here. They're based in New York and Hannah would like a job, she says. Oh, now that's interesting. So are they American fat quarters or are they European? Well, can I say European now? Well, no, because we're not in Europe anymore, are we? Yes, but I want to say they're British size. They're British size. Anyway, let's have a look. So just so you know, if you don't know, what a fat quarter is in Europe and the United Kingdom, they take a metre and they cut it in half that way and cut it in half that way, and the 4 pieces are called fat quarters. In America, because they still work in yards and inches, they take a yard. So an American one is slightly smaller. Oh, no, this looks bigger. Hang on. No, there you go. That's your fat quarter there. Let me just get a tape measure. Beautiful pattern, though, isn't it? I love the pattern. Right, let's have a quick look here. Oh, no, that's a blank end. That's no good to you. So the fabric, it starts off at 44 inches wide, because that's 22. And that's 18. Oh, it is an American one. It is an American one. It's half a yard. Half a yard it is. No, it's half of half a yard. Oh, Hannah's obsessed by blank quilting because she thinks they're going to give her a job. They're what, Han? Oh, they're the parent company of Henry Glass and Studio. I don't know who Studio E are. Oh, I've not known a Studio E. Anyway, let's carry on with this. This one looks like... No, Hannah, that's well-respected, well-known company. Look, that one's rather gorgeous. Is it what, you say, Paul? Is Henry Glass what? See-through? Oh, that one. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's like not a Renoir, Tissot, isn't it, that one? So where do you think the William Morris... Oh, here's the shades of William Morris. The essence of William Morris. Oh, now, I've licked my finger, but I promise I'll sanitize. Oh, that's nice, that one. That's gorgeous. Yeah, sorry, look at the fabric now. There you go, thank you. You writing all this down, Emma? What's your first day? Emma's our new director, you see. So what's your first day? On your own, solo. Oh, Monday. Oh, it's not me. I'm not in Monday. Anyway, look. 39.99. You get 11. You get 11 of these. Beautiful. Look at those diamondy ones. They're nice as well, aren't they? Oh, Beverly. Morning, John. We are still in Europe. We are just not in the EU. They haven't moved us to a different continent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant, Beverly. I'm not very good at things like that, am I? No, none of them mentioned it, Beverly. So we're still in Europe, the continent. We're just not in the EU. All right, thank you. Oh, it's just life's just too complicated. Morning, John. Talking to yourself is the first sign of madness. No, I'm talking to you. Wendy, I'm talking to you. That's what TV presenters do. We talk to a camera. I'll tell you now. Okay, let me tell you something really, really ridiculous, right? So when we prep, yeah, I'll put it on the Facebook later, right? When we prep, we either wear our masks or we wear these. You see, now Hannah and Paul have both got one of these on. Emma's got a face mask on in the gallery at the moment, right? So this morning I'm pottering around, everything like that. So I took it off in my dressing room, did my makeup, then put it back on like this, and then Paul said, oh, you've got 4 minutes to go. And the last thing I always do before I come on air is I clean my teeth. I don't need to because there's nobody in here, but I clean my teeth. I've already cleaned them at home. Anyway, I get my dressing room, get my toothpaste, get my toothbrush, go like that. So the whole of the front of this was smeared in toothpaste before I came on there. Everyone else thought it was funny. So everything's going swimmingly well today. What's this one here? This is like a confetti one, this one. Aren't they lovely? Saving £10, remember? Saving £10, wrong way. Oh, hang on. Oh, crikey, loads of you there today. Sally Ann, morning everyone. Sally Ann Harrison. Right, hang on. Carrie says hello. Princess says hello. Right, hang on, let's go this way. Jeannie says morning, all snow in Durham. Derek says good morning, Paul, Hannah and John. Oh, I get bottom billing on that one. And Emma's here as well, Derek. Lo says morning, John. Jeff started his new job today. Have to take the decorations down. Yes, you do. Sheila Shah says good morning, John. Lovely to see you live. Lintuit. Well, I'm truly awake now after the gremlin struck. Hope they get sent on their way. Fat quarter is normally 22 by 21. That says Alan. Alan, it's not. It can be any size because if the fabric's 60 inches wide, a fat quarter of that is still bigger, such thing. Agnes, good morning, John and everyone. Early bird looking irresistible. Shelley says, morning, John. Been a long night with no sleep and lots to do. Paula says, morning all. Morning, John. Gorgeous fabric. June says, morning all. You do make me laugh, John. And who says... Oh, Jennifer. Snowing merrily, John, in Warwickshire. Why? Mind you, last time you told me it was snowing in Warwickshire, I went outside and there was no snow at all. Whereabouts, which bit of Warwickshire are you in, Jennifer? I can't remember. Karen and Kent's here. Morning, John. Makeup? You mean you're not a natural beauty? No, Karen, far from it. Far from it. I have acne rosacea, just so you know, if we're going to get... I have bad acne rosacea, so I actually walk in looking like a beetroot in the morning. There you go. You missed that one, did you? Yeah, I've got special cream. It's called Rose X now to put on. Yeah, it's not working. Be quiet. Ah, that's gorgeous. Which is your favourite? You get 11 fat quarters. Remember their quilting weight. 100% cotton, machine... Oh, right, now, let me just check, because sometimes they write machine washable at lower temperature, don't they? Oh, look, I didn't need to... It says on the packet they're 18 by 21 inches. 100% cotton. Oh, we have got a menu, have we? Oh, that's all right, then. That doesn't matter. Paul has built a menu for us. He can't do anything else, he says, apart from build a menu. Shall we have a look? I can come back to this in a minute. I'll just give you a chance to check out. Right, 8 o'clock is sewing room tools. It's not. It so isn't. It so isn't. 9 o'clock at the Three Bears Helen Newton cushion with Cara Ackerman. And I'll tell you about those in a second. Pre-cuts and fabric bundles at 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, we've got Puppy Love with Helen Newton cushion by Cara Ackerman. And then we obviously swap over to Yarn Lane. We've got a sock master class with Christine Perry from Winnick Mum. Right, now I can show you a picture of the Three Bears. This is like, oh, hang on a sec, hang on. There you go. So this is, somebody called us the Three Bears yesterday, didn't they? Me, Hannah, and little Paul there. That's little Paul because he arrives with a little hat on like that. And they didn't have a hat on today. And then that's it. Oh, there he is. No, that can't be, he's smiling. And then look at the other one at 11 o'clock. Then they call it Puppy Love. Ours is slightly different to that. Oh yeah, let's do. Oh no, you can't do pictures. You said. Oh, it's working now. Oh. Right, don't send them in now because the emails aren't working at the moment. But this is the email address if you do want to send an email in. studio@sewingstreet.com. No, I thought I was coming back to this, aren't I? Oh, later on. Okay, then. You can also send me a message on Facebook, which is the one I've got open on the desk. Oh, did everyone hear Elliot arrive then? And then you can also... Now, so we can't show the website yet. That's one we can't do. Okay, let me just sit down and I'll be with you. Yeah, when it's fixed, we'll let you know. And so the best way to send me a message is on the Facebook Live, which I've got open here at the moment. It's very crowded, my desk, isn't it? Here we go. It's all a bit manic today. Okay, Eileen says, morning, John and Bubble. Love that shirt. Would like a couple of meters, please. Acne Rosacea, new name for a fabric. Thank you. Patsy says, morning, John. Morning, all. My 680's arriving today. Now, Patsy, when you get it, just double check because you should get a 5-year warranty with it. Yeah? I mean morning, says Sheena. She put Mummy John and the team. Mummy John and the team. Welcome, Emma. Gorgeous shirt. I love beetroot. And then she had meant to say morning. Helen says, she's just watching. And Pam Minihani says, morning, gorgeous. Alan, you can't send any pictures in at the moment. It's broken. So don't send any pictures because they won't get through to us in the slightest. Right. I know it said workroom tools, but actually what it is, it's Fiskars and Creative Grids mashup. Down with the scissors. So cool. Right, move this up. Yeah, we'll start with Fiskars.
Not allowed that.
Oh, Paul's not allowed. Paul's here again, everybody. Oh, you do want to do that first. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was going to start with those over there. That was all. No. Oh, blimey. Right. I love this. Can you see it? Can you see it if I do that? $64.99. This is the Fiskars. Don't call it guillotine, do they? Rotary cutter and ruler combo is what they call it. So how come you're directing now, Elliot? Oh, he's fixing. Yes, I know. That's why Paul's left the room, everyone. Just so you know. Because Elliot's sitting directing now, so Paul's left the room. And Elliot will spray down the keyboard before Paul goes in. I just need to say, I know we all kind of... We just met. I'm just trying to talk to... We all joke and mess around, but we are really... That's why I've got my mask here, because as soon as the break comes on, Paul's got his mask on here. As soon as the break comes, and we do the clearing of tables and everything, mask goes on, sanitizer everywhere, washing our hands everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's kind of very important. I mean, and it is. I'm not making light of it. It is really important that we stick to the rules. Right, okay. So let me show you how the guillotine works. This is it out of the box. Now, first of all, do not do... I came into the studio the other day and this was hanging on a hook. They do not advise you to use this handle here to hang it up with. Do not hang it up with that. When it arrives, save the box and store it in the box under the table or under the bed or somewhere like that. This is fantastic for anybody who wants to cut a lot of fabric, especially in strips. strips or squares or diamonds or triangles or anything like that. If you don't like using a rotary cutter, or if you have issues, dexterity issues, let me just push that forward, there you go. If you have dexterity issues, this is just fantastic. So let me show you around it first of all. I'll just put it into the shot here. So you've got the ruler. This is a ruler here, and it has your 1/8, quarter, 1/2 inch, 3/4, 7/8 and inch markings on there. They're in black and they're in white, so you can see them on any coloured fabric. And you can see they go from 1 inch to 23 inches. So if you're folding a piece of fabric in half, that's half your width. So if you want to just cut fabric, strips of a full width of fabric, you can easily do that. You can use this if you're left-handed, or you can use it if you're right-handed. Now, what it is instead of, so this is like a normal cutting ruler, instead of using your rotary cutter to run along the side of it, the rotary cutter is already there. So I'll just show you around here. So this is the guard, and then this is the blade. Now, the blade will not cut anything, it will not engage until you press down there. Can you see there? The blade goes down when you press down like that. Now, as I say, left-handed or right-handed, anybody can use this, right? So what you do is you just get your piece of fabric. So imagine this is a new... Oh, I thought I brought a width of fabric one. Hang on. Oh, no, these have already been cut into squares. Oh, hang on. No, hang on. Oh, yeah, they've all been cut. Sorry, I thought I'd picked up 1/2 meters. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Basically, if you want to cut across the width of fabric, you can do. But if you want to cut strips, this is the easiest way to do it. So imagine that selvage to selvage there. No, I'm all right, thanks, Paul. Thank you anyway. I tell you what, Jane Alcott, when she had her shop, she used to have one of these on the desk so that when people came in to buy fabric, or if you've got a shop and you're making fat quarters, this is brilliant. Now, as you can see, this is kind of wonky at the end. So let me just show you how you do it, right? So, I'll put my glasses on. So say you want to cut, right, let me just square off. Let me just square off first of all. Right, oh, blimey, that's sharp. Right, so I've just squared off the edge there. Say I want to cut a 2.5 inch strip, like a jelly roll. So you literally line up from the edge of your, the fabric that you've just cut there, your 2.5 inch line, and your 2.5 inch line there. And then now, you know how we always say to you, Leslie Joseph, are you listening? Never cut towards you with the rotary cutter. With this, you can, because it's completely safe. So you put your hand on the ruler here. Your now, on a normal ruler, you hold the ruler like that, don't you? But this is open to the cutter. This is like a guard for your hand. So your hand cannot get cut by the blade. And then literally all you do is you see the blade here, put it down, pull towards you. Look, sliced. And there's your two. Well, oh, actually, that looks. Did I do two? That looks wider than 2.5. I do apologise. Oh no, that was 3. Sorry, that was 3.5. I've lined up with the wrong one. I'll do another one for you here now. 2.5. Yeah, there you go. 2.5. And then you've got your 2.5 there. You've got your 2.5 there. Now I'm going the other way this time. There you go. That's more like it. You've got your if you're doing bargello, imagine if you're doing a bargello and you have to cut lots and lots and lots of strips. Or, do you remember yesterday, Emma did the flying geese, the flying geese one, and she had to cut squares, right? So what were her squares? Can we remember? 4.5 by 4.5 they were, weren't they? So 4.5 there, 4.5 there, slice it down that way, right? And then what you can then do is you can then do 4.5 this way, which is there, there. Look, and then you're cutting your perfect squares. Then also you can do, now hang on, I didn't practice this, hang on. There you go, there you go, there you go. Hang on, that's not quite right there, is it? There you go. Perfect triangles. So you can also do hexes on it. I can't remember. You do hexes, does a square. It'll tell you in the instructions. I can't remember how to do a hexie. But you can do squares, you can do strips, you can do all sorts of things like that. It is fantastic. And no pressure whatsoever on your wrists or, you know, I mean, I think rotary cutters are brilliant, don't get me wrong. But if you do have issues with cut, the only thing you can't do is you can't cut a curve with this. But I'll show you something in a minute you can do with curves. But $64.99. It is a brilliant. Obviously, you need a cutting mat. You must always work on a cutting mat. All in inches. And it's by Fiskars. I'll put it that way around for you there. There you go. Okay, right. While I'm doing cutters, let's do the circular cutter as well. Again, from Fiskars. And there's a girl called Karen who works for Fiskars, and she's absolutely brilliant. Oh. Oh, okay, right. On the website, right? On the picture on the website is just that, right? It's just that. You get this as well, which is your cutter, your blade as well. People have asked Hannah in the park whether this comes with a. Anyway, yeah, of course, the only place you can say. She walks around the park going, "Yes, you do get a blade with your Fiskars rotary cutter," and she wonders why everyone goes, "Oh, there she is. Walk." Right. Oh, social distancing, yeah, but social distancing is only 2 meters, Hannah, not running to the other side of the park. This is what you get. This is how yours will be delivered, right? There's your blade. There's your cutter in there, right? Now, this is for, if you want to cut perfect half circle, no, it's not material there. Circles or half circles. This is your jobby. Right. Let's get some more fabric out. Right, so let's cut a full circle, first of all. It is the circle of life, Paul. Right. So when you're doing a full circle, let me take you around this first of all. Can you see that with so let me put the fabric underneath it so you can see around it. It again is fantastic. I'll take you around the blade a minute. This is the cutter, right? This is the cutter. This will do 2-inch to 12-inch circles, each with that includes a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, right? So you can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They look like centimeters. It's only because they're the width, the size of the circle, Right, now, we're going to do a complete circle. So what you need to do is, you see the solid line here, that you line up your folded fabric to the solid line there. In a minute, I'm going to show you how to do half circles. What you have to do is you put your raw edge onto the dotted line there, because that's giving you your seam allowance as well. This marker up here, that is the set. So if you've got stripes or anything like that, and you need to make sure that your circle is cut to an exact, north, south, east, west, that there is your guideline from here. So you can make that line. I haven't got lined fabric, I've just got plain fabric to show you today. And then these here, these little stickers, I don't remember them coming on it, but they obviously do. Yes, hang on. Yeah, they do, look. Yeah, they do. I haven't noticed that before. That must, oh no, hang on. Right, the packet's broken here, I can have a look. Oh, yes, they do. But there's one come out of this one, that's all. They never used to come with those, though, did they? That's a new addition, that is. Anyway, before I do any cutting, this is your blade, right? So this is fantastic, right? So what happens is, inside here, there's the blade. So what you do is you pop off the cover there. And then, look, the blade is inside there. Now, don't do this at home, but the blade is completely and utterly ensconced in there. What happens is, like the guillotine, the blade only engages when you press it down. Look, there's the blade. There's the blade inside there. Right? Now, see these two nodules here? What you do to cut, right, let me like, oh, no, before I do anything else, I'm going to show you, because obviously the blade runs out like it does a normal rotary cutter. You do need to change it if you use it lots and lots. I don't know if we've got any available on the website at the moment, but what happens is you literally twist the top, right? There's the blade in there. You just line up the two nodules. There you go. So that's the blade unit. That's what you'll buy when you buy a replacement blade. Dispose of that safely. Get your new one out. Pop that in there. Turn it. Your new blade's in. And the new blade's back in there. That's how easy it is to change the blade. Right, let me show you how to cut a circle then. Okay, so this is your fold line here. What you do is you line up your fold line. I'll do a big one so you can see it, but you don't waste your fabric like I'm about to. You line up the fold of your fabric with that solid line there. You then choose. Now, you're most probably wondering, why do the grooves come further down here? I'll show you. Well, I'll show you why, right? So you take the top off, right? So let's say we're doing a 7-inch circle. You put, you know, the nodules there that were on there. You rest those inside the 7 groove, like that. Right. Okay. There you go. So I've not put the blade down, so it can move freely around the 7 groove. So now what you do is start below the fabric in the little kind of docking station here. You press down, you push round, you follow that round, follow it round, follow it round, follow it round into the docking station on the other side. Move your blade, move your ruler. Oh yeah, there you go. There's your perfect 7-inch circle with a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance on it. Absolutely perfect, right? Now, if you want to do like a seam in between, have 2 different colours with a seam down the middle, I'll just show you around the other side here. Oh no, I'll show it on the side here, right? What you do this way is you line your raw edge up with the dotted line on this one. There you go. So you line up with the dotted, so it's further down, so your docking station is smaller, right? You get your blade again. You put your nodules in there. You make sure that it moves round happily. And then literally, you go round like that. Put your blade away. Take your ruler off. Right, there's your half circle. But this time, instead of making a whole circle, you make 2 circles. And they've each got a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance here. Now, excuse me, when you put this in here, well, I'll just do it again without any fabric in. You saw me going like this. That's because that's how I cut. This, though, has got a mobility to it. So if you want to, it will cut like that. So you never, ever, ever have to twist your hand. It's just that I've got used to twisting mine. I feel more safe. But look, see how it twists around like that? You can do it by pressing on the top like that or pressing on the top like that. It's fantastic. How much are they? £31.99. Oh, got a lovely email from Elizabeth. Oh, it's working then. Oh, okay, so you can email in, but only Hannah can look at them. I can't see them. We can't show pictures or anything like that yet. Elliot's in there working on it at the moment. Right. So it's a nice email from Elizabeth saying, morning, everyone, she says. She bought the guillotine, the ruler combo, with her birthday money. Maybe you should try reading it before you read that to me. What's she saying? Oh, her and her daughter can't do without it being novices. It's brilliant, isn't it, for cutting? If you're worried about cutting straight lines or anything, it's just fantastic. And this for circles. Right, shall we move on then? Right, scissors. Well, I'm just going to do this. Okay. Oh, no. Right, okay, don't send your pictures in. Don't send your pictures in. We can't show them. You can send in emails with words that Hannah can try and read out to me, but you can't send in pictures of dogs or teddy bears or anything like that because we just can't show them. Right, so... Okay, we put some slides on the memory stick, but we can't put your slides on the memory stick. Right, here we go. Why are we having so many issues at the moment? I don't know. $14.99. Is it your Bluetooth? Oh, it's probably not a Bluetooth. Right, so what are these? These are Fisker scissors, functional form, 24... Oh, you're not needed in there anymore? Oh, because Emma, yeah. Neve says, morning, everyone happy... Oh, there's loads of messages. Hang on, let me do some messages and I'll get back to the scissors, right? Stuart says, morning all, lovely to see so many people on. Morning, John, feeling a bit low at the moment. You've cheered me up. Fiona, we're all feeling a bit low. We all have to stick together. We'll get through it, don't worry. Just think how brilliant it's going to be when we can go to Festival of Quilts or when we can go to Stitches or, more importantly, when you can come to the John Scott Roadshow. Well, we were planning it before all this happened. What I'm going to do, it's like, somebody said one day, wouldn't it be lovely if we could all come round to John's for a cup of... Oh, I know what it was. I said, Daniel O'Donnell says people go round to his house for a cup of tea. And I said, should we do that? And about 800 people said, oh, can I come? So we decided that we'd get a field. And in the field, we'd have champagne afternoon tea. You could have tea, cake, champagne, or whatever. But then Mandy Shaw said, oh, I want to come. Can I have a stall? And then Joe Carter said, oh, I want to come. Can I have a stall? So we suddenly thought, why not have like a festival, but we'd have like lots of stalls with all craft sewing on and everything. I'd be there like sitting on my throne and drinking tea with you and everything. Vix would come and sing. Vix would be singing. Hannah would be like wandering around lost like she normally is. I don't know quite what Hannah would do. Hannah would be taking your tickets at the door. But do you know what I mean? Paul would be dressed up as a little helper elf and everything. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, we can't do it now. But imagine how brilliant it will be when we do that. Right, I'll get back to this in a second. Oh, now, on pre-order, which I couldn't show you earlier, the cushions from Helen's Hours are selling, not Cara's Hours, designed by Helen, they're flying out. Didn't I say, when I saw them this morning, I said, the first person in for this will be Jackie, and she's in and got hers. Michelle says morning, Lynn says morning, Gabrielle says morning. My 5-year warranty came a few days later. The second one comes in the box. Oh, don't send the 2-year one back. Wait for the 5-year one. Thank you for that. Neve says good morning. Sue says morning. So happy to have you in my lounge. Love your shirt. Looking slim. Oh, Katie says good morning, John and everyone. Margaret says morning, John. You're a tonic to watch. Better than BBC Breakfast any day. Oh, I should hope so. Marina's watching. Good morning, says Shirley. Alison Marion, baby. She says, Mama, baby. I've cut hundreds of yards of fabric for my kits and I've had the same blade in my cutting ruler since last May. Brilliant piece of kit. I've got a spare blade ready. Perhaps new year, new blade. Yes, exactly. Lo's going to have a stand doing her jewellery, she says. Yep. Alison Marion says, I'll have a stand at your festival, John. Lynn Tuitt says, I've got a question. When measurements are given for scissors, is it the length of the blade or the whole scissor? Well, I'll measure that for you now, Lynn Tuitt. And Marina says, morning, gorgeous. Oh, where's my tape measure gone? Oh, did I have it over there? You look at these. Why are there no graphics in for these scissors? Oh, okay. Where did the tape measure go? I had the tape measure earlier with the fat quarters, didn't I? How weird. Oh, there it is. Found it. Hanging on a house. Right, Lynn Tuitt says, when you measure a pair of scissors, is it the blade or is it the... I think it depends on the make, Lynn, to be honest. But let's have a look. So these are called 24 centimetres, right? Let's see where 24 centimetres goes to. Well, these are 26 centimetres if you measure the whole length. It's not the blade, look, because the blade is 12.5 centimetres on that one. So it must be the whole scissor. Must be the whole... I'm going to check that in future because I always thought it was the blade, but there you go. I think if you buy proper tailoring, you know, the big, heavy metal shears, I think that's the size of the blade. Anyway, these are brilliant. These are what? Right-handed. I've got left-handed scissors coming up in a second, but most left-handed people I know have always learnt to cut with a right-handed scissor, haven't they? Patsy says, thank you for my information. Just found you on the internet, says Kathleen. I'll try and retune my TV today. Jackie says, can't wait to come to your festival, something to look forward to. I'll be the first person to buy a ticket for your roadshow, says Jill. Gabrielle says, the scissors are great and very sharp. And Lulu says, morning, John and team. If you're at a festival, I'm definitely coming, says Lulu. Festival sounds fab, says Glynis. Great show and great shirt. Thank you. Right, go on with these scissors then. Lauren, morning, John. My festival name suggestion is A Festival of Sowing Joy. Yeah, my name's not Joy, though. Joy Edgington will think it's all about her then, isn't it? Right, go. Oh, look at the time. Sorry. Scissors, left-handed. $14.99, left-handed, a garment purpose, general purpose. The writing's gone really, really little today, hasn't it? No, not on the packet. But thank you, Emma, for that. Could you do the same with the graphics now? Yeah. Okay, moving on. Sorry, I've been wittering. It's because those two, I think the rotary cutter, not the rotary cutter, the round cutter and the ruler and combo are brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. Right, next. Oh, I'll do this, right? Because it was apt for yesterday. Now, on the website underneath me, will it be on pre-order still, or is it? It's on pre-order. And on the end there, we'll play it through. Do you remember yesterday, Emma was doing... Oh, didn't I just cut some squares? Oh, come on. They were pink, weren't they, the squares? There you go. Remember yesterday... Well, I don't know what... Oh, no, because I cut them into triangles, didn't I? Remember yesterday, Emma was doing flying geese, and she said you take a square, and then you mark a line down the middle, and you sew quarter of an inch either side. Look at this, right? Look at this. So imagine this is a square. The two lines that Emma needed to draw, or the three lines Emma needed to draw. Oh, hang on. Is my friction pen going to work through here? The three lines Emma needed to draw, I'll push it forward a little bit, there you go, were the one through the... Oh, that's weird, because that won't go through. I thought the friction pen worked on these. No. You need your pencil. I haven't got a pencil. But anyway... If you have a square like that, and you need to mark the centre line, the bit in the middle of this ruler is the centre line, and then the outside is exactly quarter of an inch each side. So if you're making half square triangles, or you're doing the flying geese that Emma did yesterday and everything like that, this ruler is a must. Now, this is the 15-inch version for $15.99. On pre-order underneath, there is a 9-inch one that costs $14.99. $14.99. I'd buy this one. Personally, I'd buy this one. Both are available, but no, I'm just thinking $15.99, $14.99, 15 inches, 9 inches. Log cabin trim tools, the big one. Yeah, that's 8, so it must be this one here. Doesn't say a size on this one. Oh, yeah, 6 and 12. How weird that Rachel Ruler's not put it on the ticket. Right, okay, here you go. Can you see those? Can I just explain something? Last night, Hannah spent ages doing... she spent ages making loads and loads and loads of different, what they call presentation things, you know, PowerPoints, right? She's managed to save a couple of them. Couldn't save this one, but we'll show you some in a second. Look, this is what you can do with this if you want the perfect log cabin trim tool. Now, you can use the 6-inch version, or you can use the whole ruler for the 12-inch version. What you do is you put you sew, all the instructions are in there, right? All the instructions are in there. What happens is you make your first round of log cabin, you put the center square in the square there, and it squares it off exactly for you. Then when you've done the second round, you do it with the same thing, but with the square further along. And the third round you do, and then you get such a precise log cabin. And this one does 6 inches and 12 inches for $24.99. Gone very quiet now. Brilliant. Do you want me to also... Oh, no, hang on. Yes, I've got it. So that's 6 inches and 12 inches, but you can do both of those from that ruler. This one here is for your 8-inch one only. You can own... This is the one I think more people do 8-inch log cabin blocks than any other size, right? So I think this one, if you do 8-inch blocks all the time, this is the one you need. And it's so easy to use, I can't tell you. The instructions are all in there, or if you go to the Creative Grids website and look up 8-inch log cabin trim tool, there will be a little film in there showing you how to do it. I'm not sure who's filmed that one. Jean and Wright designed it though. £22.99. These are for your regular traditional log cabins, right? I know I'm rushing along, but I've been talking too much. Right, this one here is for a curvy log cabin, which is slightly different to your traditional log cabin because it gives you this. These are 8-inch blocks. It's the same principle, but look, it's not a traditional log cabin. It's what's called a curvy log cabin. Look. This what you get with a curvy log cabin, right? Rather than the thing about, Emma was saying this day, the thing about log cabins, you can put your blocks together whichever way you want, but this curvy one will create those amazing looks. Right, these slides are from the Creative Grids Pinterest page. So they are by different designers and by different people. We'll show it to you in a second. Oh, look at the one, bottom middle is lovely, isn't it? This is using this ruler. This is the Curvy Log Cabin ruler. Very, very clever. Oh, Becky Alexander Frost's watching, getting as much viewing now before homeschooling. The thing is, Becky Alexander Frost, aren't they better off, Becky? Just sit them in front of the telly. They'll learn more from me than they will from you. And I'm a trained school teacher. Do you know what? We should do that in the afternoons. I could do, like Joe Wicks did the exercise ones, I could do classes. English, I did English. I'm a trained English teacher. He's worth 50 million now or something I read this morning, or yesterday morning. Anyway, moving that on. If I'd known there was that much money into it, I'd done exercises every morning. People wouldn't have paid to see me in a pair of shorts, would they? Which... Hannah's just gone, no, John, they wouldn't. That's nice. 60-degree triangle ruler, which is this one here. Well, I would do the same. Oh, look, it's a triangle. It's a triangle, that one. Because, look, you can do an 8-inch up to an 8-inch, but you can do from a 1-inch, look. 1 inch, 1.5, 1 1/4, 1.5, 1 3/4, 2, 2 1/4, 2.5, 2 3/4. Equilateral, 60 degree. It's an equilateral, isn't it? 60-degree triangle. Now, you see, it's $20.99, and I was thinking, how much use could you get out of a triangular ruler? Well, look at the Pinterest, right? Pinterest page, Creative Grids Pinterest page. Look, all of those, I haven't got the patterns, obviously, but using this ruler, that's what people have created. Now, I can understand the bottom two. I understand those two completely. I think the top one, I'm confused with the top one. I think that might be is it a border print, that one? Oh, quite a lot of border print fabric. Karen in Wigan's got loads of border fabrics from us. In fact, she put a picture on Facebook today or yesterday of her wearing a dress made out of border print fabric. I like that star one. I might not use those colours, personally, for my own personal use, but oh, well, there you go. Just as well, we're not all the same then, Emma, isn't it? Emma likes those. Yeah, do not, what do they say? Don't think of a triangle just being a triangle. I'm not a number, I'm a person, that sort of thing. I'm a free, well, I'm not, am I? Here we go. Look at the ruler, concentrate, John. Bring it back in the room, back in the room. Oh! Right, lots of people talk about left-handed scissors on the Facebook. Right. Scrap Crazy, which one? 6-inch Scrap Crazy. Oh, now, I think if I'm right, yes, I'm right. Yours will arrive all what's that called? Snappy's cling film. Others are available. Do they still make Snappy's cling film? What do you call that stuff then that you wrap food in? It's called what? No, this isn't shrink wrapped. No, like, so if you've got a piece of cheese at home, Hannah, and you want to wrap it in polythene and put it in the fridge, what's that? Oh, just plastic wrap. Cling film, thank you. Do they still make Snappy's cling film? No, they don't. I bet you any money you go home and look at the packet, it'll say Snappy's cling film. Look, this is what you get. This is what you get for your 6-inch, right? But look, you don't have to use it all together if you don't want to. So it's saying there, look, that you get the A, the B, the C, and the D. You can make this block, this crazy block, or look at this. For using different parts of the ruler, you can create any of those that you fancy. And it's a brilliant stash buster. Well, that's why it's called Scrap Crazy, because it's using up all your... do you know, if you're a beginner, I'd get that one. Oh, yeah, now. I haven't mentioned Rachel the Ruler yet with all the jewellery. No. Family-run business in Leicestershire. The rulers, every single... Creative Grid ruler you buy, they are amazing, right? They've got this patented grip technology on the bottom, and it feels just like it's a little bit, not gritty, rough, right? But it stops it yell the dogs now. It stops it slipping when you're cutting out. Yeah. 19.99. Oh, is YouTube playing up today? Can't see it. We'll check. I'll get little Paul to check. Okay, that's fine then. Shall I do the other Scrap Crazy, the 8-inch one? This is different. Don't think it's just exactly the same, but bigger. Oh, this one's very limited, though. This one's very limited. There you go. This is the 8-inch version. That's the pattern you get. I've got no slides for this one. But you see, this one here, that one is called A and B, because if you do it the whole thing, it's A, but there's a line going across it, which makes a little one for B as well. Message across my bottom. But you could run an hour's teaching children... Oh, hang on. You could run an hour's teaching children to sew or knit, John. Can't knit to save my life. Maybe today I'm doing sock knitting. Well, I'm not. You'd be the Joe Wicks of sewing. Oh, thank you. Who's that from? Janet in Buckinghamshire. There you go. Not as good looking as Joe Wicks. There you go. It all comes down to I won't be sitting in a pair of shorts doing sewing, will I? That's what it's all down to. And I haven't got a permed hair either, have I? We're looking into YouTube for you now, Lady K. Kaleidoscope, there it is. Oh no, we haven't got to this one. The slides that Hannah made the slide last night didn't come through. This is your 45-degree. Oh, look at... Right, okay, I'm going to turn it up that way and I'm going to get Emma to zoom in on that. Oh. Ah, isn't it gorgeous, right? Now, if you're cutting out triangles... Oh, sorry. See this bit here? You think, why is that bit cut out there like that? That's so if you're cutting a triangle, you don't come to an abrupt end, or you don't cut into your ruler. That's like a turning point. You know, like train turning points and everything. And then you got your little basic 2.5-inch ruler there across the bottom. It's a good little ruler, this one. £24.99. Yeah, you use that bottom bit. That's what you do, Hannah. Use that for your triangles, and then when you're cutting out straight strips, you use this bit here. Yeah, little ruler in your kit. Little ruler that's got sticky outy bits on it. I've just said that. That's right. You can see a demo here if you want to, or if you haven't got a QR reader, just go to the Creative Grid's website, type in 45-degree kaleidoscope triangle, and there'll be a little film. Who designed this one? Hang on. Oh, I've got no name. No name on that. Oh, yeah. Oh, Rachel. Rachel the Ruler designed this one. This is an actual Rachel the Ruler. Oh, Facebook keeps freezing. Munch says hello, everybody. Hey. Hi, John. Can I have a stall at your roadshow for my bags? I've made since lockdown. Don't tell the others, but you're my favourite, from Dukey Georgina. Now, Georgina, they'll be mortified that I've taken over as your favourite. Won't they, Hannah? Mortified. Thank you. Snappy's cling film does still exist. Mini Stripology. Now, this is brilliant. Now, I know lots of you bought the Stripology ruler from me on Christmas morning. Sold out, sold out, sold out. We've just got the mini version now. So if you want to do lots and lots of little strips or boxes, this is the one for you. Pat, get out of my pub. Oh, okay, Pat, my love. Pat in the West Midlands, you've just sent a message to Hannah about your account. We can't access people's accounts from here. The only way you can do it is if you send an email to Hannah now explaining the situation, studio@sewingstreet.com, studio@sewingstreet.com. Pat, she will then forward it to the department who need it. Now, this works because Claire messaged me yesterday about a lamp that she'd bought, and Hayley's onto that already, you see. And then, who was it? Was it Kirsty? You got the... Lauren, was it? Lauren yesterday messaged in, and Hannah has forwarded her message onto, I don't know which department it was, but she forwarded it onto the people. So, yeah, it's a good way of getting it to work. Oh! Why has this changed? Yeah, no, but have you seen who it is?
No.
But why? Yeah, I'm just switching off. Right, so does that mean everyone's Facebook Live's gone wrong? Right, Facebook Live has gone wrong for a minute. We're sorting it. Blimey, it's a gremlins day today, isn't it? Before we go for a break, can I just do these little scissors? Oh, sorry, no. A mouthful of? Okay, so Hannah yesterday ate nearly a whole box of Rosie's chocolates. When she came in this morning, she said, that's my chocolate for the week. So she's brought in nuts, celery, hummus, flatbreads, all homemade and everything for her nibbles today. But the trouble is, it's 5 to 9 and she's got through nearly everything that she brought in. These are gorgeous, these are. I just want to do these little snippy scissors. Because they're they've got a spring in there, look, to open them up like that. So if you've got dexterity issues, and they've got a lovely little sharp end there, 16 centimetres. Right, come on, I've talked enough. Cara's coming up after the break, making, oh, you got a picture of it? It's 3 bears first. We're making this, it's a Helen Newton design. Oh, and a quarter of the stock of it's already gone. So we will see you in about 3 minutes from now.
New Years are always about trying new things, so why not try out a new hobby? From the 4th to the 10th of January, Sewing Street will be bringing you a week packed with demonstrations on new techniques, beginners tutorials and brand new projects. With everything from ribbon art, making your own sleepwear, new quilting techniques and beginners homeware makes. We have something for everyone. Sign up to our email newsletter and follow us on social media to find out what's on when. And watch our New Year, New Hobby shows from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday the 4th to Sunday the 10th of January on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our YouTube channel or Facebook Live.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hello everyone, my name's Cara Ackman and I'm absolutely delighted to be here at Sewing Street. I actually originated from Hertfordshire, then went down to Hampshire and then it ended up in the East Midlands. I've been in the East Midlands for about 40 years now, which seems crazy, but 36 of those I actually worked with DMC Creative World, which was wonderful. I really, really enjoyed that. And then I decided to go freelance, and that's how I got introduced to Sewing Street. I love doing anything to do with textiles, so embroidery, cross stitch, patchwork, done a bit of quilting, bag making, toy making, oh goodness, there's loads and loads of things. What I love doing is just trying something new, and I think one of the tips is don't be frightened of trying something new. You always learn from it, and you know, don't be scared of making mistakes either. We all learn from the mistakes that we make. Little bit about me that you might not know, and that's a bit of a surprise. I once went to the garden party down at Buckingham Palace, the Queen's garden party, for some work that I did with Marie Curie. I was so lucky to go there, and just a wonderful time. So I hope to see more of you on Sewing Street, and I hope to try lots of new crafts with you. So see you again soon. Bye bye.
Right, okay, sorry, in the break we have to put these on, like I was saying earlier. I keep forgetting, like I tried to clean my teeth with it on this morning. I do apologise. It's because in the break when we clear the tables and everything like that, I have to wash the tables down, and Cara brings her own machine in and wipes her own machine down and everything like that. I forgot I'd got it on. But it's weird because it gives you a kind of warm sensation, doesn't it? Anyway, before I start this hour, I forgot to mention something earlier. So it's coming up later, but I just want to remind you that it's on... Of what? Brand new in the next hour, right? It's brand new. It's on pre-order. It's on pre-order. Do you remember we've had the Tula pink fat quarter bundles, and we've had flamingo, we've had goldfish, we had starling. Starling's completely sold out. This is Peacock. This one is Peacock. It's only just come in. It's in the next hour. But if you know that if you've got the other three and you want this one as well, it's on pre-order underneath me right now. I was meant to mention it at the beginning, and I apologise because there was so much going on. I forgot. Yeah, if you're waiting for it and everything, it's on pre-order. It's on pre-order. Right, we're all back. We're all back. Oh, good, you're back in time for Cara, says Princess. We're ready. Right, here's what Cara's making this hour. There it is. It's 3 little bears. Now, I need to tell you that so many have been checked out already on pre-order. Quarter of the stock has gone already, right? A quarter of stock. It's a Helen Newton design. I wonder if Helen's watching. Happy New Year, Helen, if you're watching. Oh, she'll be at work. She's got a proper job now, hasn't she? Anyway. So, this is the bundle you will get. All you'll need is a sewing machine, some thread, and a pad, a cushion pad to put inside. Everything else is here. So let me show you the design first. This is the design you will get, the instructions you will get. Very talented ladies, Helen Newton. Oh no, because Mummy and Daddy are the same size. I was going to say there's only 2 bears on there. So Hannah and I are both the same size. Hannah and I are the same size. Little Paul's a little bit smaller there. Different size hats, different size scarves. When I see things like this, it takes me back. When I was a child, it's not fuzzy felt, but I remember shapes like this, and I don't know if I saw them on the telly or if I had them in real life sort of thing. Anyway, all of this, so you get all of that, the 3 bears. You get a fat quarter of cream, which is your background for your pattern on the front. You get 1/2 meter of Osnaburg. Is it? Yes, it is Osnaburg. Osnaburg. Half a metre of Osnaburg, and then you get a panel, right? Now, you will get exactly this panel. What's happened on the sample that I've got, some of the colours or the patterns are slightly off. So if you're thinking, oh, that green doesn't look the same as the one that comes. We've already spoke to the printers. It's all sorted. It's all done and dusted. Nobody will receiving the one I've got. You will definitely receive. Yeah, all right. You'll definitely receive the one that Cara's got. Right, look, this is what you get. Now, they're not cut out for you. They are the colours. There you go. Now, obviously, the thing that's wrong on this one, you will not get this one, is this should be a lovely gingerbread colour, and yours will be, just the one they've sent me is orange. They're aware of it, and they know of it, and it won't happen. So that one, and there were 3 of them that were a bit dodgy, but you won't get this one. You'll get the one that Cara's been sent. So as you can see, each section is labelled for what it is. So that one up there is bears' bodies. Then you've got grass. Then you've got flowers and wings. Wings? Oh, bumblebee wings. Well, I was just thinking, where on a teddy bear is there a wing? Anyway, you'll get all of those. You can cut those out of. Oh, this is extra. This is just extra, this here. This is daddy bear fabric. This is daddy bear fabric. Mummy bear. Wonder why it's called mother bear. It's called mummy. It shouldn't be mummy bear. Mummy bear and daddy bear. Because that's daddy. Mummy bear. Where's baby? Baby bear. See, yes. I wonder why she's called that one mother. Helen Newton. Why have you called that one mother? Anyway. So you get the panel, you get the fat quarter of the cream, you get the half a metre of the Osnaburg, and you get the instructions with all the templates in it. You do not, however, get Cara Delevingne to come round to your house and make it for you. Oh, no, don't be saying that. No, you can't anymore. Message from Julie. I've made a couple of Helen's patterns. They are such good instructions. I love everything she does. That's from Julie in Hertfordshire. Hello, Cara. Happy New Year.
Hello, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, everybody.
Aww.
I hope everyone's staying safe. Yeah, I won't be able to come round to your house and do it.
No.
You know I would if I could.
Yeah, can you imagine if you sold 3,000 of these? And you go to 3,000 different
That would be it for the year. Oh,
right.
One day.
So, talk me. Well, just start.
Okay.
Because what is it? I mean, I know it's a plique, but
Yes.
you're going to do free motion.
Yes.
It's all. I'll let you do it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If I can grab the...
Yeah, it's all yours. I can't have anything that you've got, so that's fine.
So, I absolutely love Helen's design. So thank you, Helen, for designing this. It's absolutely beautiful and such fun to make, really was. And you can play around. I can remember when I was younger, like you.
Yeah, pardon, what?
Like you,
Yeah.
when we were younger,
Yeah.
used to have sort of like a doll and then have the clothes that you used to have
but
a
I
little
wouldn't
peg
I
over
wouldn't
them.
have had that. Just Helen's drawings remind me. I don't know if it's like Romper Room or something. Do you remember?
Oh, I
or
don't
Miss. There's a program called Miss. Anyway. I'll think of it.
What we can do though is within the pattern, Helen's actually included extra little bits and pieces so you can play around with it.
Oh, okay.
And make it a little bit more personal. So, you know, you've got the templates for the bears, but then you've got a big jumper. So you can do the big jumper on the daddy bear.
Yeah.
Or that could be a mummy bear, it doesn't matter.
Right.
And then you've got a little jumper, so you can have a little jumper on there. And there's quite a lot of fabric. And then there's hats. So you can do the hats to match.
Oh,
or in
yes.
different
And
colours.
also, I know Three Bears is a traditional story, but being, I don't know the right words, politically correct,
Yes.
you could do two mummies and a bear,
You
or you
can.
could do two daddies and a bear and
Yeah.
everything, and a baby bear, can't you? It's kind of up to you. Don't be thinking, oh, they've owned. It's like when Francesca, my friend Francesca, asked me to get all these little therapy dolls made. Most people use calico for the body,
Yes.
and the kids, they're doing so much good for these kids that have
Yes.
been abused and everything. And then someone complained because we hadn't got different skin tones of dolls. And I was like, yes, we're aware of all of that, and we're aware of everything that goes on in life. So I'm just saying, we're not saying it has to be stereotypical. You can be whatever you want it to be.
And what is lovely, again, on the back, you've got some alternatives. So you can have the two dresses or two waistcoats, the scarves, there's a little romper suit. So Helen's included everything, which is lovely.
Yeah.
And you don't have to follow the layout here. You could actually do, say you're doing it, you've got two little boys and a girl. You could do two little boys and the girl,
yeah.
or you can do a female one and a boy and a girl, one.
Yeah. Like a mum and two children. Yeah, exactly.
So, and you can play around with it. And also we've made it into a cushion. You don't have to make it into a cushion. You can make it into a bag. You can use it for a quilt.
There's enough fabric, though, to make the cushion, isn't there?
Definitely enough fabric to
yes.
make the cushion. Yeah. But there should be enough fabric there to make a bag as well.
Like a tote bag,
Maybe you need to add sort of H640 or something.
Yeah.
You know, but so there's lots of alternatives. I've followed the pattern because I thought it was easier to sort of follow that. But you can play around with the actual flowers. The bees, you can just do lots of different things.
The thing that's good about this panel is we're just supplying the fabric for you to do it with, and the pattern is separate. So once you've bought it and you've made the one from the panel, you've got the pattern forever.
Yes.
You can make it out of, you could do a Liberty stash, you could do your William Morris stash, you can do it out of whatever fabric you want to. Because sometimes we do a panel where you just cut the pieces out, and once that's done, unless you take your own pattern, that's it gone. Whereas this, you've got the pattern forever.
You have, and you can use all your, tiny little bits, for the hat and for the collar, for the bow tie.
Or if somebody in your family, if your dad wears a particular waistcoat, you could make the waistcoat out of the fabric that don't cut his waistcoat up, but you know what I mean? You could make it...
the back of a dress.
But you could make it personal to
out
people
of your
in your family.
shirt.
You could make that my shirt if you like.
We could do one with your shirt pattern.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's really sort of the inspiration. And as I say, I'm just so privileged to be able to do this because I haven't done a lot of free motion before. Oh. So it's quite new to me. And we were talking about new year, new skills and things like that. Don't be frightened. Don't be frightened. No. I mean, Delphine is a whiz with free motion, and you'll get confidence. And after I've done these two cushions, I wanted to do some more. Yeah. You just get that confidence going, and you just think, oh yeah, I could.
The thing is, if we go wrong, I always say this story: if we go wrong, we can unpick it, or we can start again. My brother's a surgeon. You know what I mean? He can't go wrong, but it's fine to go wrong. Yeah. It's fine to make a mistake. Sometimes the mistake turns out to be nicer in the long run than what would have been there. So don't be, like you say, don't be frightened, just go for it.
And I think, that there's sort of processes to go through. So I'll go through the different processes. Yeah. But the other thing that I would recommend, and there is enough fabric there, is have a play. So on a scrap of fabric.
So before you even start your cushion or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, have a play. And what I can do is I can cut that out and put it on a card or make a little pin cushion or something like that. So I would always recommend, it's like with anything that you haven't got your confidence yet, have a go on a scrap of fabric. And as I say, there was enough fabric for me to sort of add the extra bare. And, this is showing you that you've got the jumper or the little dress.
But even if you don't use the fabric from the panel for your practice, just use a fat quarter you've got. And maybe one, when you buy a fat quarter bundle, there's always two that you don't like, and they're just going to sit in the cupboard. Use those to do your practicing on, really.
Yeah. And also your machine. That's the other thing. My machine at home, I'm still getting used to. I'm still sort of understanding, how it works after however many years. Yeah. But get used to your machine and also the feet that come with it for free motion.
So you need a special foot, don't you? You can't just do it with your normal machine.
It's like a darning foot, and also you need to, if you want to do the free motion, is have your feed dogs put down as well. So that's the teeth that actually take your fabric through. When you're doing free motion, you're the one that's actually guiding.
But
stitching.
most machines do that now.
Yes,
don't they?
Yeah. You'll see that I've done some squiggles here, and the squiggles here are just me playing around with it, and I'll just turn that over, and you'll see sometimes the stitches will be like I don't know if you can get in close enough, but the tension's
coming in now,
the tension's not quite right. So I played around with it until I was happy with the tension. So again, that's another thing, is, you know, have a play with it and just sort of see what the right settings are for your machine.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I need to just warn you, more than half the stock of this is gone
gosh.
already, and it's only 9:15 on Wednesday morning. And Hannah wants to ask a question. Sorry, Cara. We're going to look at free motion this hour today. In Cara's next hour, she will be suggesting other ways you can do it. So, but use this as, because it's new year, new thing. We thought that applique and free motion was what this hour is all about.
Yeah.
But it's yours. If you're like me and I only like satin stitch finish on applique, you can do it satin stitch. You can do whatever you want, but we'll show you that in Cara's next hour.
Okay, hopefully.
Yeah, we will.
We will. Okay, so how do we get started?
Yes, please.
So the most important thing is, well, you don't have to have Bondaweb, but it does help.
Right.
So Bondaweb is a good thing to have.
Yeah, I've only got the little packets of Bondaweb available today,
They're
I'm afraid.
perfectly fine size-wise.
Okay.
So
hang on, this is the Bondaweb here. There you go, $2.99. Right, now.
okay, so without a light box, you can actually see through quite easily.
Right.
But if you've got, you know, it's winter and it's dark and things like that, if you have got a light box, it does help. But the light box will actually, this one is lovely. I wish I had one of these at home.
It's got four settings on it.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Also,
So-
one of the most affordable A3 ones we could find on the internet
Yes,
yesterday.
yeah. The only thing that I would say is when you've got it on the brightest setting, you can actually see the underside of the pattern as well.
Okay.
So just be aware of that.
Yes.
So don't worry. there's
Unless you
nothing matter.
photocopy it. If you want to ruin your
If you
pattern,
photocopy it,
photocopy it, you'll be all right.
photocopy it. And then because I would say the bears, when you've cut it out of the fabric, your bears are going to be in reverse, but they're pretty symmetrical, so
Right.
don't worry about that. So I actually traced through onto the smooth side, not the glue side of the Bondaweb. The other thing that I found was when I actually traced it, if I trace with a pencil or with a biro, comes off on your hands.
Oh, okay.
So just be aware of that. And I was, you know, using white fabric, and I thought, why have I got finger marks all over it? And that's why. So I managed to find an old crayon of my daughter's. I mean, she's 28 now, and this must have been when she was at primary school.
Oh, wow.
So I actually grabbed one of these, and this is a gold, and I thought it was quite good. The other thing is the outlines are quite thick.
Right.
And don't worry about that. That's good.
Yes.
Because it is going to be sort of really free, you know, the actual design. Don't worry that you're not tracing straight over the line.
Yes.
But if you do trace over the line, it just means that you've got a nice edge when you come to doing your free motion.
So you've got your light box, then you've got your instructions, then you've got your Bondaweb,
Yep.
and the Bondaweb is paper side up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've done the paper side up.
Yeah.
And then
I just need to say the email, you can send in emails, but we're not able to show your pictures. Sharon's just asked what the email is to send in a picture. You can send in your picture, but the only person that will see it today, Sharon, is Hannah. She can't transfer it.
oh, that's a shame.
No, it's this picture of a cushion.
I saw, I think it was yesterday, there was a lady who'd done one of the puppy love ones, and it looked gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Oh.
So you'll trace round there.
Yeah.
That's the shape of the bear, if you can see that, if I just lift that up.
Yeah.
Okay. You've also, on the bear, you've got a muzzle, you've got the eyes, and some of these straight lines,
Right.
and their texture for the fur.
Right.
You don't have to actually transfer those onto the pattern because your pattern's the paper's going to come off.
Yeah, so you want the silhouette. You only
Yes,
cutting
you only
the
want the
silhouette
silhouette.
at this point. Yeah.
So the only thing that I would say is be aware that there are two arms. One of them I traced and I forgot one of the arms. So
Oh, okay. So
Like
his
you
hand
do.
behind his back on that one.
yeah, like you do. So once you've done that, the other thing you'll do is really do very, very economically.
Yes, yeah.
Use a lot of your Bonder web, and then I'm just going to trace around the muzzle there. And again, you've got markings on the muzzle, and you can draw them onto the paper if you want to, but it's important at a later stage, so I'm going to show you what to do at a later stage. So that's all you're doing, so you're just transferring that. I've just done one of the big bears, and I think I've only got enough fabric for a small one, so I'm just going to quickly trace over a small one.
While you're doing that, Bernie says, thank you, Cara, for demonstrating. You are a joy to watch.
Oh, thank you, Bernie. I'll pay you later.
Yeah. What are you saying, Han? Oh, loads of people buying the light box. 2 days ago it was launched. We had it on yesterday. And here it is. Cara's using it in action. And that's Bonder web that she's drawing on there as well. The Bonder web's in the other box across there. You might already have your Bonder web, but that's why we don't put it in kits, because lots of people come in and when we've got it in stock, buy the 5 metre roll sort of thing.
Oh gosh, I have a 5 metre roll at home, and it is so useful.
Yeah.
So useful. Okay, so I've actually drawn around the little bear.
Okay.
You want to leave, and I haven't. Let me just. You want to leave a little bit more space than I've left there. So sorry about that.
Okay.
So once you've traced all your items onto your Bonder web, let's move the light box.
What's your ring you're wearing? Claire says, I love Cara's ring. It's beautiful.
Oh, which one?
Oh, which one? Let's have a look at the hands.
That's a moonstone. I absolutely love. That's my
Yeah.
engagement ring. And then this is a ruby, and it's a very, very special ruby. It was my. Oh, I'm going to get upset.
Oh, no.
It was my friend's mum's, and for my 50th birthday, I think.
It's for the future then?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
My friend actually gave it to me, and every time I
lovely.
put it on, I remember her. I've gone all goosebumps.
Oh, but that's lovely. It's
Which is
watching.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very special. So
Oh,
this
that's
one's
lovely.
a moonstone, and this one's a ruby.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. Right, so once you've actually traced everything onto your Bonder web, you want to cut round your Bonder web, but not on the line.
Not on the line?
No.
Okay.
You're going to actually cut round quite roughly. And as I say, you'd normally leave a little bit extra space there.
Yeah.
But I haven't. So you cut this round. And then you can either, I used, because I didn't have one of these wonderful sheets, which I've got somewhere.
The pressing cloth sheet.
Yeah, I did put it out.
What have you done with it?
Hidden. I've just, everything's gone everywhere. One of these, so the applique mat.
Have we got those? Oh yeah. Okay.
Or if you haven't got an applique mat and you want to get on with it very quickly before this arrives or something, well no, because you've got to wait for the pattern, then baking parchment or something like that you can use. So this is quite useful.
Are you allowed to open it, are you?
I think it's been opened. Oh, I don't know. Hannah?
No, go on, it's fine, it's fine. It's because Hannah's lost our studio one, so that's becoming our studio one.
Oh,
now.
right, okay.
Can you just show us what, because I'm not allowed to touch it, just show us what it is.
Yep, so it's just a sheet. It says a non-stick reusable pressing worksheet for applying fusible web, appliques, gluing applications for crafts. It really is just to protect your fabric, but also your iron.
And your ironing board.
And your ironing board. My ironing board at home is disgusting, but
yeah, yesterday
I need to cover it.
We had a lady yesterday who was doing some applique and she got it on glue on her wool pressing mat, and she was like, "Can anybody suggest how I can get rid of it?"
Gosh,
and I said yesterday, what you need is one of these. And the other thing is, if you do get glue on that, be careful because it gets hot when you're pressing it. But when it cools down, you can peel the glue off it, so it's then reusable over and over and over again.
I think what's lovely is that you know, especially when you're doing something like Bonder web and you need to leave your iron on the fabric for quite some time, it will protect the fabric.
It's not going to burn the fabric.
Yeah, it's not going to burn the fabric.
Claire said, "I love the ruby. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you."
Oh, please don't worry. Please don't worry. Thank you. Right, so these are the pieces that I had left over. So there are quite a few pieces, and you said that there's some spare.
Yeah, the spare ones
ones
well,
there. I think I should have enough. Watch me now, and I'll most probably not have enough. Right. And don't do what I did. I actually ironed it onto the right side of the fabric.
Oh, clever. That's why you got no fabric left.
I know. No, why? Why? I think it was between Christmas and New Year, and I
you were
think
still
it was
drunk.
just like, no, I wasn't drunk at all. So you're going to be ironing your bond web onto the wrong side of the fabric.
And if you do put it on the front side, there's nothing you do about it. It's ruined.
Well, yeah. What I did, as soon as I realised, I actually peeled the paper off. And no, I left the paper on and I ironed it again and then peeled it off the fabric.
Oh, okay.
And quite a lot of it did come off.
Oh, okay.
But
So it can be.
usually you can't sort of do anything.
Yeah.
So you take your traced piece, you take the paper off, if you can. If not, I can get a pin. Oh, yeah, it's coming off. Right, not yet. We iron that on. I'm
Sorry,
having
am I
fun
putting you
today.
off today?
I don't know what it is.
You putting it on the wrong side?
No, it's fine. No, I won't do that again. So I'm using my sheet, my applique mat.
Yeah.
I've got my bond web with the paper still on.
Yeah.
I've got the glue side down onto the wrong side of the fabric.
Yeah.
Nothing can go wrong now.
Oh, she says.
Famous last words. And then you'll just leave your iron on there to release the glue.
Yeah.
To attach it. I know we've done bond web loads and loads of times, but just for those people who maybe haven't.
But also we get
seen
new
it.
new viewers every single day.
Yes,
and if
which
you're
is
if you're
lovely.
a quilter or maybe you've never done bond web before or a dressmaker.
And then you'll just roughly cut that out, and then you'll cut it out properly. So you don't want to see me cutting it out properly, so that's the process. So you do that for all the pieces that you've got in your pack. Okay, so I've got one I prepared earlier, so I'm going to move that. As I say, loads and loads of fabric left over, so you can play around with different bits and pieces, which is lovely. So you can make it very, very personal.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so the next stage, this information is included in the instructions.
Okay.
Helen's instructions are really, really good,
Yes,
which is
they are,
fantastic. So what you'll have printed on the panel, you'll have a green area. I think it's 6 by 12 or 6 by 12 and a half.
I'll get mine out so you can have a
Yeah.
look. Oh.
So you'll cut.
I haven't got my tape.
Yeah, no, you'll
but it's
cut.
here. It says it's labelled. Everything's labelled up,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, which is wonderful
Yeah.
if you're unsure about what colours to do. So, so on the instructions, you'll actually cut one rectangle of the cream
Oh,
fabric.
sorry, I'm on air, Paul. Sorry, Paul's asked me questions. I didn't realise I was on air, so I'm answering Paul. Sorry, Cara. Sorry.
That's okay.
He's trying to be helpful. It looks like I'm pulling faces at Cara.
I missed that.
Yeah, we'll
I
send
missed
him
that.
off. Send him off.
That's all right. So you'll cut one of the rectangles out of your cream fabric that you've got included.
Yeah.
So that's 12.5 by 6.5. And then you'll cut exactly the same. That is slightly bigger
Right.
than 12.5 by 6.5.
Okay. So you'll end
those
up
are
with a
two-
bit. You've got quite a bit of this cream left over because
Yes.
it's a fat quarter. If you're only cutting
Yes.
the same amount
Yep.
as that green, you've got more of that
Yeah.
fat quarter left than you've used.
Yeah,
So,
and then the Osnaburg is just for around the outside.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Perfect. So
which is
that's good for your stash as well. Right.
So you cut those two pieces of fabric, you join them together, you press the seam to the green side so that you haven't got anything showing there. Then she'll explain to you in the instructions, cutting two short pieces of the Osnaburg, 2.5 inches wide, and then two long pieces of the Osnaburg, and you join those at the top and the bottom and then down the
So
sides.
you're creating the frame, aren't you?
Yes, you're creating a frame. And then the other thing is you can, to help you with your free motion, you can either use something like a stabiliser of some sort. I didn't have any stabiliser at home, so I actually used some of the medium interfacing.
Oh,
And I
okay.
found that was fine. So if you wanted medium interfacing, that's a good thing to
Yeah,
put on
medium
your
weight.
bakery
There it
fabric.
is, $3.99 for a metre square. I've not got it here, but it's you just click on that and you'll get that.
Okay, and then we just take all your pattern pieces. So you've already cut them all out, you've bond webbed them onto your fabric, you've cut them to the line.
Right. They've all still got the paper on at this point, haven't they?
Some of them have got the paper on. I was going to just explain to you that what you can do I love all these little bits and pieces,
Yeah.
is, so for example, what you can do is, I'll move that out of the way, is start assembling some of the bits together before you actually put them onto the panel.
Okay.
So, so what I've done is I've taken the paper off the back of the jumper there.
Right.
So I'm going to give the daddy bear a nice, lovely plaid jumper, which I thought would be nice.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to put the mat underneath, because you can see that the actual shape does come over the edge.
Over the edge of the teddy bear.
So if I actually did iron without this, or without something protecting my ironing board, the glue would go onto the ironing board.
Yeah.
So I'm just going
Do
to...
teddy bears have tails?
They do, don't they?
Well, I was just thinking, this would be lovely if you did like a sunset version, the family walking in.
Oh,
Because
yes.
at the moment, it could be the back or the front of a bear,
Yes,
couldn't it?
yes.
You could have the bear walking, 3 bears walking into the sunset. You could create a sunset
Yes.
on your sky bit sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay, so that's that assembled. I've still got the paper on the back of my bear, but then you can take the muzzle. So take
Right.
one of the muzzles, again, take the paper off the back.
Yeah.
Remember I said about not marking the nose and the mouth on there
Yeah.
yet. Just make sure that when you've taken the paper off that you're using the side that's got the glue. You don't want to, and again, you can protect your iron if you're not sure.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is just show you, so you can see here roughly the position of the nose. If
Right.
you wanted to, you could actually, ooh, but it's really by eye. So you just can see there the position of the
Yeah,
nose.
it's slightly higher up than you think
Yes,
it's going to be, isn't it?
yes. And you want to try and make sure that the muzzle's sort of equal distance.
Yes.
So I've got the glue side down. I'm going to just press that. So a lot of this you can actually do separate
Create before you attach it, yes.
Yeah. The other thing that I was going to do was at this stage, because I've finished, no, I'm going to put it on the cushion. I'll put it on the cushion and then use my friction pen.
Right.
If I started marking all the features and everything like that, and then put it onto the cushion, that
Yeah,
wouldn't
because the
work.
friction pen would go away
yeah.
with the heat, won't it?
So I've already done the pockets on the lady's dress. So again, I'm just going to press that in position. I love this little iron for doing things like this.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's ideal.
Not sure if we've got those in stock at the moment, have we? Got the Prim one is in stock at the moment.
Then again, I've got the muzzle, so I'm going to pop the muzzle there. And then the little baby bear. Oh, the other one, I'm going to, no, it's all right, I'm going to put the collar on. So this is the mummy.
Has her dress got a Peter Pan collar on it?
It's got a lovely scalloped edged collar.
Oh, no, it's not Peter Pan at all.
No. Ooh. But it can be whatever you like.
Yes.
Really?
See, the ones on the cushion in the front, I think, are obviously going out for dinner because they've got, well, no, because look. He's got his waistcoat and a bow tie. She's got her posh frock on with a frilly neck and a tiara on. You know what I mean? No, not that one. This one. Oh no, and that one. But the one on we haven't got this colourway. This is obviously Helen's original colourway. But if you're using your fabrics of your own fabrics, you could give him a glittery waistcoat, or she could have an evening gown, and kind of you could really go to town on it.
Oh, you really can. And as you say, if you've made dresses or something for the family, you can use some of the fabric that you've used.
Yeah, definitely.
So all I'm doing is some of the bits and pieces I'm actually assembling before I put them onto the background
Yeah,
fabric.
because you put the middle of the daisies on, haven't you?
Yes, I put the middle of the daisies on. So you can see those there. Just seeing if there's anything else. I think the other pieces I'll actually put on when we put it onto the fabric. So the next thing is, I'm going to leave that there and get my background and start putting the pieces together.
Message across the bottom of the screen saying, I've made 2 of the Christmas door cushions. I used scraps of fabric for the second one. Loved doing them. Ordered bears and puppies. Happy New Year from a collector in Staffordshire. Thank you, my lovely.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm just following either the picture on the pattern,
Yeah.
which you can, or you can put them on there yourself. So you can either follow this, and you'll notice why we've done the frame around that centre panel is that some of them overlap, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Because
going to put
normally
that-
you'd put a frame on at the end, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But then if you did that, you're going to lose half of his arm
Yes.
and
Yeah.
half of her hand and things like
Yeah.
that.
So when you're
Paw, I should say.
happy with the position, you can take that back. I am making a mess here.
That's fine. Tidy up before you go.
I will. So I'm actually just going to pop that there and peel the paper off the back.
Let's have a look at Liz's message. I made the sailing boat cushion. Helen's instructions and attention to detail are fantastic. Can't wait for my bears to arrive. Thank you, from Liz in Nottinghamshire.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We want photos, if we can, of the actual finished things. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
It'd be really,
Oh, yeah,
really nice.
definitely.
Yeah.
Jackie said teddy bears can have long, short, or straight, or curly tails. Some may... I don't know why I'm squinting. I've got my glasses here. Some may... Hang on. Teddy bears can have long, short, straight, or curly tails. Some may have an underbite. I thought an underbite was when you did this, when you're at the dentist and they go bite down, and they've got a bit of paper. What's an underbite? Why would you have that as a tail, though? Anyway. Maybe it's a...
Okay, right. So I've put the main bears in position. So I'm just going to press them. I'm using the mat. You don't have to use the mat.
No, but if you've got it.
If you've got it, you might as
Also,
well use
it sort of as well distributes the heat evenly, doesn't it? It's not like just putting your iron straight down a piece of fabric. It sort of distributes it, doesn't it?
And this will hold, the bonder web will hold it in position, but the free motion really does secure it nicely.
Oh, yes. We always say, don't we, if you're going to make a wall hanging behind glass, you can get away without doing anything with the bond web, but you can't wash it or anything like that without fixing it,
I'm just looking at the time. I don't know whether we'll get much free motion with
this. Well,
this.
the thing is, you've got another hour later on, so maybe we concentrate on what you're doing, because I don't want you to rush what you're doing, because Cara's coming back in an hour's time with another Helen Newton design with all the pliques, so maybe we concentrate on the placement on this hour and start the sewing and then carry it on in the second hour.
That sounds a good idea.
Yeah, perfect. Crazy Lane says, when I do a plique, I use the fuser mat that I bought from Sewing Quarter. Wondered if you'll be getting them in as their fab. Oh, Lorraine, I don't know. I'll mention it to the buying department.
So I'm just adding the little details here. And I want to do all of this and then talk to you about using your friction pen. So I've added a little cap or hat, woolly bobble hat, because he's got his jumper on.
Yeah.
Little floral garland there, and a floral garland.
Oh, it's
for
a
the
floral
mum.
garland in there. I thought it was a tiara.
Could be a tiara if you wanted.
So is the pattern for the floral garland... I could just look, I've got it here. The
There's
pattern
a
for the
small-
floral garland's in there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and there is a Peter Pan collar as well. Remember I said, is it got a Peter Pan collar?
Yeah, the little one's got the Peter Pan collar. So I've just put her collar on.
Hannah wants to do 2 bears getting married with a bridesmaid.
Oh, yes.
No, she wants no baby bear on hers. No baby bear on hers. She just wants 2 bears getting married.
I don't know whether I've got the iron up high enough. Maybe not. Just want to be sure that those are secure, because if I move it and they're not secure, they'll go flying off.
Oh, no, you don't want that.
No, definitely not. Right, so those are the bears. And then your next sort of stage is the flowers and the bees.
Right.
So we'll do some of the flowers. So all I've done is I've actually attached the centre of the flowers before I took the paper off the back. And then I took the paper off the back. So then we'll just overlap again. It's lovely to have this overlapped around
Okay,
there. And I think there was 7 or 8, 7 flowers, which is
Have as
lovely.
many as you want, can't you?
You can add or take away.
So cute, isn't it?
It is.
What I
so
love about
pretty.
Helen Newton is when you work with her, one day you can be doing a Highland cow, another day you can do in a seaside scene, another day you can do in the pub in the village. She never did Poundland, did she? Because she did a high street, and we wanted her to do Poundland, Wilco's, and all those, but she wouldn't do those. And now here you are doing really, really cutesy
I
little
know.
bears.
So just pop those there. And then the final things, oh, there's even glasses. So you could put the glasses on the dad.
Garters?
Glasses.
Oh, glasses. I thought you
Glasses or
said
glasses.
garters.
No. So then we've got the bodies of the bees and the wings of the bees.
Oh, yes.
So I'm just going to cut those out. I didn't cut them out earlier because...
I just need to warn you, the applique mat's about to sell out. I'm sanitising now, thank you. I was lucky enough to meet Helen when she did demos to our local fabric store. She taught me, I think there's something gone wrong with your typing here. She taught me so icy about free motion embroidery. That's from Jackie. Jackie made me a lovely cushion for Christmas, right? And it was from a Helen Newton design. And because I look out on the back of my house onto fields of sheep, and it was all these sheep all clamouring to look in through my window and everything. It was lovely.
Yes, I've just seen on Helen's Instagram, I think it was on Instagram or on one of her sites, one of those with the sheep. And it just looks
beautiful,
such
yeah.
fun.
We've had an email in. Kate says, morning.
Morning.
Loving the cushion. I'm going to make one each for each of my grandchildren.
Oh, lovely.
For Easter. Oh, I cannot do free motion, so I'm going to do hand stitching. You can do what you want. It's your project. They'll all work. It's just that this was your masterclass in applique and free motion, because that's what Helen's known for. But Helen will be the first person to say, do what you want to do with it.
What you feel, what you feel comfortable with. I think that's the thing. So these are the bees. So I'm just going to pop those on. And then, we've got 20 minutes. So I might be able to get a little bit of free motion done. So these are the little sort of final touches, if you like.
Yeah,
so,
they look a little bit fiddly, those bumblebees, but I think it's worth it.
Yes, definitely. So we've got the little one at the bottom here on one of the flowers. I've even put little legs on it, so it was landing. And then the one at the top there, just flying off. So, and we've got a little pom-pom on the top of a hat, so I'll do that as well.
Oh, yes.
You'll notice that I'm using my big scissors because these are paper scissors and my other scissors aren't. I want to sort of get to the stage where I'll show you about the friction pen.
We've got about 15 minutes on demo this hour, so you're fine.
Perfect. Well, whatever I don't do in this hour, I can do in the next hour.
You can do the next day, yes, exactly.
Definitely. What I may do, this is me talking out loud and you can tell me to shut up.
Oh, yes, okay.
Is put the puppy love onto the background fabric. So we're not doing all of this.
Oh, yes, that's fine. So yes, in the break, in your 1 hour break, you can do what you've done to this one, to the puppy love. And I'll show you the puppy love one in a second.
So just on the top of Dad's hat there, and then we've got the little bee at the bottom here.
Yeah.
Just trying to find the big bee. What did I do with it? It's flown off.
Oh, we've got a message from Joan across the bottom. Hello, John. Just received my 680 machine.
Ooh.
I did my sewing O-level. That ages you straight away, doesn't it? I did my sewing O-level. No, at Stratford-upon-Avon High School. Oh, for girls. How old are you then? Were you there with Natasha? Remember, because Natasha went there and so did... Oh, you won't know this lady. When we first started sewing Quarter, we had a buyer called Lisa, And she went there as well. Now, Lisa has suddenly well, I think she was already fit anyway. She used to run marathons and everything. She's now taken to that going swimming in like proper water on like Christmas morning. And CL does it as well. CL went swimming on like Christmas morning. It was like 4 degrees. It's supposed to be very, very good for you. I'd just rather... Oh, I'm sure there must be places in Birmingham. They must clean a bit of water somewhere to do it. Yeah, in the bath. Oh, hang on. What does Pauline says? Oh, no, I missed the applique mat. Has it all sold out? We'll just check for you, Pauline. Right, Pauline. Oh, it's sold out. It has sold out. Sorry, we'll get more in. We'll get more in, I promise.
So I've put all the little pieces on.
Yeah.
And I'm adding the bees. So you can do it without the applique mat. So
Yes.
doing the top of the dad's hat and then the bee that's flying off.
Gorgeous. Oh, they want you to put the glasses on as well. Lulu says, Happy New Year to me. I've just ordered the bear and the puppies. Last time I did free motion was at school, which was years ago. Looking forward to having a go. Thank you for the demo, Cara. Suzanne said, I bought both kits. They're just adorable. Will look perfect in my new sewing room, which I'm supposed to be painting right now.
Okay, so before we get on with any machining, we now can actually transfer. So I'm using the friction pen.
Friction pen.
Because I want the marks to be on there. If you've got a lot of confidence and you don't feel that you need them to be drawn on, you don't have to draw them on. But I found it much, much easier to have the shape already there.
Yeah. And also, if you don't know with a friction pen, it disappears when you iron it. So if you make a mistake, just iron the fabric again and it will disappear and you can do it. And also, if you've then drawn it on, and then later on when you do your free motion, if there's a bit of it still showing, you just iron it and it disappears.
Yes. So it's absolutely perfect for doing something like this. And what I did do, let's do the little one.
Okay, the graphics in are for a black friction pen. Cara's using a blue one. Put the blue friction pen in, yeah.
So we just want a couple of little eyes there. And then what you can do is actually draw some of the other. So we can do across here. So that's the actual neck.
Yes.
And then you've got the side parts of the body there and there.
Oh, yes, see, I'd have forgotten those.
And I think it just gives it sort of more three-dimensional. I'm not going to draw the vertical lines. We can do that with the free motion. And do you remember the stripes that give a bit of texture?
Yes, yeah.
So you can do some lines like that. You don't have to do many. And it just gives the impression of the fur. And then on the little dress, there's 3 buttons.
What's this here next to the jumper?
Earmuffs.
Oh, earmuffs.
It could go over.
There's earmuffs as well in there as well.
Don't think I've got them. No, I haven't, sorry. So on the little dress, there are 3 buttons, so we can draw those.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, you could actually cut them out of the spare fabric and add those.
Yeah.
There's nothing else on there. Then we've got the pockets on the mummy one. Right. The other one that I did was on the bee.
Right.
And also, because you've got the head of the bee, and then I did some curves for the body. And this was really, really good for me because, again, you know, as I say, I haven't done much free motion.
Yeah.
I actually did the lines around the flowers. And don't worry, what they recommend is actually doing these in white thread rather than a black, or I've used a dark brown. Don't worry, because you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to cover that.
Yeah.
But because it's the friction pen, just iron it afterwards and they disappear.
Brilliant.
I'll show you on the ones that I've done. I'm not going to draw all
So
of those.
so those will be, you won't actually see those lines. They're
No.
a textural line then.
You can see on the cushion there.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So we've got the white stitching and then you've got the brown for the centre of the flower.
Yeah.
And if you really felt it was necessary, you could even draw around the outside. But I think the whole beauty of free motion is the fluidity.
Yes,
is
yeah,
that the right
exactly.
word?
Yeah.
The fluidity of it. So, you know, don't feel that you have to follow the lines. It's just as a guide.
Yes, exactly.
So, right.
Message from Joan. Says, hi, I was at school from 1960 to 1968. Love your demos, never too old to learn at 71.
Oh,
Thanks for
wonderful.
keeping me sane through 2020, Joan in Wrexham. Oh, Joan, that's a lovely message.
I think Sewing Street's, well, it's definitely kept me sane over the last few months.
Yeah.
So I'm so appreciative of having the opportunity of doing this. So.
Message from
Right.
Susan. Happy New Year, John and the team. What a beautiful cushion. I've just ordered mine as I love using Helen's patterns. Much love from Sue in Worcestershire. Thank you, Sue. And then Alan says you could add a waistcoat and tie a plique on the bear for a smarter bear. Yeah, there's a waistcoat on the pattern. Look, Alan. Look, there you go. Right, so what's she doing now? Well, actually going to the machine.
I've gone to the machine. I know it's only a few minutes left.
No, it's absolutely
But
fine.
so I've got the darning foot on here, and the machines come with lots of different feet. So just check in.
That one does.
Yeah.
That one does, because I've got this machine.
Yeah.
This is the machine I've got.
Yes,
Yeah. And
yeah.
remember, if you buy this machine before Saturday, you get a 5-year warranty with it. Before Saturday. Yeah.
Ooh, that's tempting.
I know. It's a beautiful machine. Anyway,
You drop your feed dogs. So
Oh.
that's the actual teeth that will
drop your
control
feed
the
dog. So now, that's Emma, who's our new director, has no idea what a feed dog is. So could
Shall
you
I
just
show you?
explain
Yeah.
that to us? Because it's new. It's good that Emma's here because she's asking questions. So- no, don't say sorry. It's good. It's good because we all just go, drop your feed dogs. Oh, yeah, carry on.
If I don't know if you can get in close.
Yeah, she's in there, yeah.
Okay, so if you look, I'll just, right, there are these teeth
Yeah.
actually coming through the base plate of the machine,
Yeah.
and they're serrated, and there's 5 of them on here, and they're there to actually help feed, you'll have to
No,
tell
you're
me
right.
if I'm
No,
right.
it's exactly right. Exactly right.
Help feed the fabric
So when you're just
through.
sewing normally,
Yeah.
the machine takes the fabric through from underneath. This is when we
Yeah.
have a walking foot, it takes it through on the top bottom. But the machine normally just takes the
Yes.
bottom fabric through.
Yeah. When you drop the feed dogs, and my machine has a little button at the back
Yeah.
there. This one's got one at the side.
Yeah.
And you pull the foot
Can
over.
you see this, Emma? Yeah, there you go. There
and
you go.
they
Do
drop
you see them
down.
go?
So
Do
I'm
you
going
see
to
them
put them
spin?
up.
Do it again. So they're now
They're up,
up. There you go.
and then they're
There
down.
you go, down.
Okay.
So basically, the serrated, the kind of ridged bits underneath that pull your fabric through, they've gone completely. So there's now nothing on the machine. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. There's nothing on the machine to take the fabric through. So if you were to sew normally on it, it would just sew on a dotted line. It wouldn't be taking your fabric through.
Okay, you put your lever down to put the foot down, although the foot, this particular foot, is actually onto the fabric.
Yeah.
But if I lift the needle up, it does lift up. So that's why a needle down is a good
Yeah.
thing to do. I'm just going to just do a few stitches. And if you look, I'm doing it very slowly.
Because
And-
you're using your hands to feed
Yep.
the fabric through underneath the needle.
So the slower you go and the faster you move your fabric, the longer the stitch, okay?
Yeah.
You might think, oh no, I can't do it. If you put the speed up a little bit more, you can actually move and you can play around. It's actually easier to play around with the stitches.
Yeah.
And you want to try and get an even stitch length. So what I did at home was actually got to the speed that I felt I was comfortable with, and you put your foot to the floor and it won't go any faster, but you'll get that regular sort of stitch length. So that's just practicing, and it's really, really good to practice with your machine before you start, so you can see.
The thing I made the mistake when I first tried this is I automatically, because if you're used to sewing and you want to go to the right, you turn the fabric to the right, you turn the fabric to the left. You don't do that. You keep the fabric facing you, and you literally do this with it. You literally move it around like that, don't you, Cara?
Yep. So what I'm going to do is just, the other thing that I found as well was that you want the surface of your machine to be quite slippy.
Right.
So if it's not slippy, then your fabric won't move through properly. And if you've got an extra table there, that helps.
Yeah,
as well.
because the 680 comes with a massive opaque table, so it would be brilliant because it would keep the work. Do we sell the sheet here? There is a sheet you can buy, a Teflon sheet you can buy, which will sit on the... Don't start sewing because we've run out of time. You're going to go to the next thing. No. I just don't want you to start something that you can start in the next hour. We will get it in. There's Teflon sheet. You can stick it to your machine and your table, and it makes the top... And there's just a hole in it there where your needle's going to go through, and it's fantastic like that. Right, so Cara's stopping now, and if you're thinking, oh, she hasn't done anything. In her next hour, in an hour's time, we're doing this cushion. We're going to be doing this cushion in the next hour. Oh, you've got a still of it if you want to go to the still instead. There you go. Puppy love. So what Cara's going to do in the break is she will get that cushion up to this stage. So all the pieces will be stuck on, and we will spend the next hour, we'll discuss the actual pattern and everything like that and what you get and things, but she'll spend her next hour showing you all the different stitching techniques and things like that, and that's when you can ask any of your questions if you need to about what you have to do it. Right, very quickly then, I don't know how many of these I've got left. Oh, fewer than 20 of these, right? Right, okay, so there's fewer than 20 of these, and a third of Puppy Love's already gone. Right, so you get the panel, which I've just put away, you get a fat quarter of your vanilla, and you get 1/2 metre of your Osnaburg. Outside there it all is. And you get the instructions with all the templates that you need for £19.99. Hi, all, lovely cushion. You could put a summer bear one, oh, hang on. Oh, you could put summer bears on one side and winter on the other. You could, or you could just make 2 cushions. Winter cushion and a summer cushion. Yeah, rather than, because in my house, they'd all be, you know, anyway. Confused, wouldn't they? And the summer ones would be out in winter and the winter ones would be out in summer. Anyway, I'm going now. Now, the next hour is all pre-cuts and fabrics, and this is brand spanking new. It's a Tula Pink Fat Quarter Bundle. Now, you might have seen... Hang on one second. You might have seen already the flamingo, the goldfish, and the starling. This one, starling's completely sold out. This one is called Peacock, and we will be opening that straight after the break. We've got some of the others, I think, as well still to go, but starling is completely sold out. And I've got others. I've got all sorts of things on that trolley. I've got to ask Hannah about something else as well. I've got loads. That's Hannah feeding me. You got loads, John. We will see you in 3 minutes from now. Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
New Years are always about trying new things, so why not try out a new hobby? From the 4th to the 10th of January, Sewing Street will be bringing you a week packed with demonstrations on new techniques, beginners tutorials and brand new projects. With everything from ribbon art, making your own sleepwear, new quilting techniques and beginners homeware makes. We have something for everyone. Sign up to our email newsletter and follow us on social media to find out what's on when. And watch our New Year, New Hobby shows from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday the 4th to Sunday the 10th of January on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our YouTube channel or Facebook Live.
Have you heard about Yarn Lane, a TV show dedicated to knitting, crochet and all things yarn, bringing you demonstrations from our expert guests as well as the latest tools. And find out what's coming up on the show by following us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our email newsletter or visit the programme guide on our website at www.yarnlane.com.
Hi there, my name's Alison Marion and I'm thrilled to be joining the Sewing Street family. I live in Staffordshire where I run a couple of sewing groups and I have a passion for vintage sewing machines and also applique. I've stitched in some form for as long as I can remember, but I absolutely love teaching and helping people stretch their skills and hopefully demystifying some of the techniques that can be quite daunting for beginners. So I'm looking forward to meeting the team and getting into the studio. See you soon.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
Hello, my name's Fiona Hesford and I'm founder of Sew Girl. I'm based down in Worthing on the south coast of England, and I've got a range of sewing patterns which I've developed over the last few years, which are projects for loose-fitting clothing, everyday, simple garments, things that I really love to wear myself. And I'm going to be bringing you them to Sewing Street over the next few months. So I look forward to seeing you then. Bye!
Why? Sorry, Emma, I just writing down. I'm just up there. There's so much to do. I can't tell you this. I know I tell you this every day. There's so much to do with wiping down of tables, moving, wiping this, wiping that. And then I saw, just got to get a quick bite to eat. And then Emma was like, 3, 2, 1. I was like, oh. Anyway, I'm with you now. You doing what? Oh, apparently she runs a tight ship. Oh, well. Right, okay, these, oh, now, I need to tell you something else as well. The panel for the next hour, not 3 Incubators, just done that. Puppy Love one, they're absolutely flying out. They're absolutely flying out. Just to warn you, that's for the next hour. Everything's on pre-order for this hour, so if you don't want to listen to me waffle on, but you definitely want a Tula Pink Fat Quarter Bundle, buy it on pre-order and toddle off and everything like that. Right, okay, so now these... We've had these in before. There was another one, right? There were 4, right? This one here was Starling, right? This one here was Starling, completely and utterly sold out. Then Flamingo came in, and we had a huge rush on Flamingo, which I'll show you around Flamingo in a minute. Then, oh no, Flamingo and Goldfish came in at the same time, I seem to remember. They came in at the same time. But then today, nobody's seen this before, right? This is Peacock, right? This is Peacock. None of you have seen this one here. This is the first day Peacock has been on. So, shall I start with Peacock? Let's start with Peacock, right? Okay, now... Now, Emma, watch how this is unpacked, because you're going to be packing these away later. test for you. Yeah. Oh, these are lovely. Look at these gold. Oh, look at the tent stripes. Look at the pom-poms. Now, look at those colours. The starling was really, really blue. This is obviously more peacocky with the... Oh, that's more tent... Right, let me get rid of that one out of there and that one out of there. So those are your tent stripes and your pom-poms. Now, if you have bought any Tula pink fabric in the past, whether you go way back to... Do you remember the frog prints and all the guava and all that? These... All Stars, that's what it was called, All Stars, right? The colours will all go. The colours will all go with any Tula pink range that you have bought in the past. Now, isn't it funny? As I put this shirt on this morning, I thought, oh, Tula wouldn't like this shirt because she never uses brown. And the background of my shirt is brown. Isn't it funny how you think these things? Anyway, then, look at this then. So we've then got the hexes with the multicolours inside. They're good. They're like bejewelled, aren't they? They're totally... Oh, talking about jewels, geodes. Look at the colourways of the geodes. They're beautiful. Oh, hang on. I missed out one of those. Oh, gorgeous. This is my favourite fabric. I'll show you in a second. And then you've got your silhouette there. Oh, that is a gorgeous. So this is Peacock, $69.99. It was worth the wait. You get 16 Tula pink fat quarters in there. I don't know why they weren't delivered at the same time. I wonder if it's been put in this box underneath here. There's a 780 box underneath here. We're just looking for the table for the 680, and everybody's searching for it. All separately searching. Yeah, the studio's big enough for them all to be separately. Right, look. Which one do you want me to open? Right, stay on there. Let me just get this box out for Elliot so he can see. Sorry about this. Which one do you want, Han? Oh, the Stardust one. Yeah, gorgeous. Hang on 1 second. I'm just going to push this box over there. This is, giving you time to check out because there's lots of you coming in for this. Right, there are fewer than 20 of these left already. Right, sorry, head in shot. Right, here we go then. Back and back and back and back. We're all like, we work as a team here. There's no hierarchy here. That's it. I knew. So we found. I've got the 680. I've got the 680. You had the legs. Okay. Can I just say? I've got the 680, right? And I've been saying over and over again, this has got a table, this has got a table, couldn't find it. Somebody's put it in the 780 box, so we found it now. So Paul's just got the little legs. No, not his. The little legs to go on it. Oh, don't look at me like that, little Paul. No, that's not hierarchy. That's not hierarchy, Helen. That's just knowing, having a sensitive mind. Right. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Look. All the colours you want. And then you've got it on a pink, a mauve, and a mint background. So we've opened that one. Let's open the hexy one. This is the first time Emma has ever seen any Tula pink fabric. There you go. Look. Leave her alone, Hannah. Leave her alone. Hannah's going, so what do you like about it? What's the... Look at this. This is beautiful, isn't it? So the rainbow effect colours that you had in this last one, in your Stardust, you've got them in there. Oh, does it not fit? Oh, there you go. I was wrong all along. There you go. Beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Then, as I say, you've got your pom-poms and your tent stripes there. Beautiful colours, look. Yeah, even all of Tula's colours are so pure, they're beautiful. Gorgeous, aren't they? So this one is Peacock. This is brand spanking new today. Never been seen before. Well, obviously in the world it has, but not here. Here we go. This is Hannah's world, she said. She has nothing else but this. No, and well, until she upset Tony, her next door neighbour, She had Tony, the next door neighbour. There you go. Right, okay. So that's Peacock. That's Peacock. Gorgeous. Right, shall I show, do you want to see through the other two as well? There you go. So that's Peacock. This is Flamingo. Oh, now there are only 5. Oh, you found it again. That doesn't look like mine. There are only 5 of these left. Oh, if you love your pinks, this is gorgeous. Look. No, it's only on air on its own. It's only been on once, right? It's been in a bundle, but it's only been on air once before. And there are only 5 left. Oh, I love those colours together. Oh, and there you go, look. There you go, there you go. Last one was Peacock. This is Flamingo. They're different birds, Emma, if you didn't know. Oh, she didn't know. Now look, you see, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, right. You only get 1 of the Stardust in this one. But you get 4 hexes, 3 shadows. Those beautiful. Oh, I love those. Yeah, you see, now Hannah really loves Stardust, so she's thinking, well, I might go, even though I love the pinks, I might go with the Peacock because she likes Stardust. But then Goldfish is her absolute favourite. You should get all 3. There's, oh, Hannah. There's 2 Stardusts in Goldfish. The trouble is, I'd want all of these. That's the problem. Oh, right. How big are the fat quarters? Are they American or are they European sizes? I'm thinking, because they're free spirit, they'll be... Oh, here you go. I'm thinking... Oh, no, I might be wrong. Right, tape measure. Where was it earlier? No, it's not. I didn't put it back on. There it is. I didn't put it away. Typical. Yeah, we do. Well, you see, normally I'd have a floor manager go and get me this, go and get me that. No. Why? I'll just tell you what it was. I came over, when I sat on a stool like that, got stuck underneath, so I just unravelled it from my pants. 22 by 18, yes, so they are American fat quarters. It's a yard cut into 4 rather than a metre cut into 4. There you go. Aren't they just exquisite, though? Those, you see, I'd buy it just for those there. Well, it's getting stressed now. Stay. There's nothing else under my table. Oh, fewer than 5 of those. Fewer than 5 of those. That is gorgeous, right? Very quickly. So that one there is Flamingo. Oh, now that's very interesting. Hannah thinks there's not enough yellow and orange in the world, which means she's craving yellow and orange, which means she's craving friendship, communication, and, well, no, orange is the perfect relationship between raunchiness and friendship, is how I'm going to put it. Oh, there you go. She painted most of her house orange during lockdown. Doesn't that just tell you everything? You wear orange. People who wear orange are looking for the perfect relationship. That's what colour therapists said, not me. When we worked at Rox & Co., we had a lady in who did all about colour therapy. And oh, Hannah, you're going to love this one then. Excuse me. Oh, very interesting. Yes. As soon as she's allowed near people again, she'll paint everything a different colour, she says. Oh, that's the news. Now, look at the honeycomb one. Most of the honeycomb ones have multicolours in them, don't they? But these have just got single colours in them. The what? Oh, yeah, Bee's designing it. Now, I remember this one because we had that one years ago. It was before we came to Sewing Street. Yeah, in a design role. Anyway, look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. There, oh, you see, is this your favourite, Hannah? I can see why. Let me put it into shot. There you go. It's all about friendship and relationships. And you won't get Hannah. You won't get Hannah if you get this. Oh, you see, I am totally lost, at a loss of which one I like best. Totally, utterly at a loss. Oh, right. Elliot. Oh, he's gone. Jackie says she keeps her 680 table inside the red cover because that keeps it safe. I think we had the cover out the other day, though. I don't think it's in there because, yeah, the red cover's there, Paul, if you want to have a look. Carol. Oh, yeah, 680 does. No, you'd know it was in there. The 680 does come with an extension table. We've just. I don't quite. Is it not in the designer room? It must be in the designer room then, mustn't it? Yeah. You see, because it's so fine, because you can take the legs off. I slid. Mine is slid on the bookshelf. It's in the bookshelf. Right. You'll get all of it with it when you buy it. Yours won't be missing it, I promise it. Right, Jill, my love, the Puppy Love cushion. I can't show you because we've got gremlins. This cushion, the Puppy Love cushion, is on pre-order. It's not in stock that has been sold because we haven't played it through yet, so it's still under pre-order. It's selling fast, but it hasn't sold out. Right, half the stock of the Peacock has now gone. Right, there were only 5 of the Flamingo left. And I don't know how many of those were left. Oh, 10 of the goldfish, 5 of the flamingo, and half the stock of the, because this is brand new today, half the stock of that's gone today already. Oh, now, if you're buying all these beautiful, beautiful fat quarters, you are going to need somewhere to store them in, right? Back in stock, we haven't got a picture of it, have we? So you have to watch me walk, I'm afraid. Watch me walk. And someone's taken my stool. Oops. There we go. Look at this. You can look at the bag now. I can see the stool. It's back in stock. That was the camera making that noise. Exhausted. Right, now, this will sell out. I've left those fat quarters over there after all that. No, I'll use these. No, I don't want you to touch them or move them, thank you. Well, no, because, okay, now we're being really, I know I'm going on, but we're being really, really strict about it, right? I was watching another channel the other day, and I won't say who it is or what anything, but the presenter went like that, passed me that, and this hand came into shot, and they gave her a pair of earrings, right? And I was like, that's wrong. And then another channel yesterday, and he just went, give me a tissue, would you? And and I was like, no, you're not allowed to do that. Hannah just throws things at me, but anyway. Right, come on, look at this. This is now. You can get really cheap, actually, how am I going to say this, right? What I'm going to say, for $9.99, you can get really cheap-looking ones of this. This is gorgeous. This is a luxury version. Right, okay, 3/4 of the people who've checked out on these have multi-bought. I'm not surprised, right. Oh, Patricia, I've just bought 2 more of these bags. Already had one, and they're so useful. Great morning again, folks, from Patricia in Worcestershire. It's our pleasure. It's our absolute pleasure. Right, so this is, look how much, can you see how much? Right, fat quarters. So if you want to, this is how I'd store mine. Fat quarters, right? Shut the lid, you can see through. They're going to stay dust-free. You can carry them if you're taking them somewhere. For $9.99. Right, okay. I can tell you there are ones out there in the marketplace that the plastic is so cheap that it scrunches up and you have to get a hairdryer to try and smooth it out a little bit, right? This is really, really good quality. But I'm just thinking, have we got measurements for this? Don't worry, I can do it. Look. Layer cake fits perfectly. So if you've got layer cakes, obviously you don't get all of this in it, you just get in the bag for $9.99. So that means it's at least a 10-inch square, doesn't it, at the bottom there? Right, but, that's if you don't have the dividers in. Look. Okay, it sold out at the beginning of December, back in today for the first time. Right, but look. You can create your little now, you see this bit here, I haven't got one here. Hang on, wait there. You know when we open a jelly roll, a design roll, and it goes everywhere, and you're like, oh, I don't know where. Oh, of course, the one day I got one. Look, right, so this is how we store them. But look, you know when you open a design roll and they go everywhere, look how perfect that would be. Look, Emma doesn't know that problem yet. She hasn't started her sewing journey. And then in this one, you could put your layer cake. Look. There you go, like that. Now, Hannah's saying, if you've bought the earlier, it's not there anymore, I'm pointing down there. We call it the guillotine, it's not guillotine, the ruler and cutter combo. And you've cut all your, if you're doing a Bargello, right? And you've cut loads of strips, or if you put them in here. But look at this. Look. Brilliant for sorting out your stash and everything, isn't it? But now that's if you wanted in 2/3 and 1/3. However, now you won't be able to, half the stock's gone. It was brand spanking new again today. You won't be able to put your layer cakes in if you do this one. But look, there's a third wall. Oh, isn't that that's fourth wall, isn't it? When you break the fourth wall in theatre. Yeah, well, I talk directly to the audience all the time. Phoebe Waller-Watts does it a lot, doesn't she? Hannah's favourite actress. She was in Fleabag. Did you watch Fleabag? Right, look. Now, if you're lucky enough to get one of our panels, look. 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 How much does I'm cramming so much into this bag and it's not even full yet. Look. Dust free. I can't guarantee it'll be dust free, Hannah, if it was in your house. Unique dust proof, not dust free. She means dust proof. Fabric storage bag. Stacks and stores easily. Ideal for storing fibre art products. Is that materials? Outstanding see-through. Oh, it's an outstanding see-through lid. Strong supporting handles. Convenient folder dividers. Store accessories. Inside pockets. Oh, look. Look, I would have missed that if I'd not read the card. Look. You've got... No, I didn't. I missed that in prep because I didn't read the card. Isn't that... I can hear footprints. Footsteps. Yeah. Cliff Richards and the Shadows. I can hear them. Right. Right, let me put those... I'll put them back into our filing system now. Message across the bottom. It is also great for keeping all the fabrics, bits and pieces to your next project. Stays dust-free. Thank you. And you can see it without opening it. Thank you. Is that Maria? Does that say? Where does Maria live? I can't read that out loud because I don't know where that is. Is it like Stratford-upon-Avon? They always put SUA, don't they? But that must be south half after... I don't know what that is. Shasta. California? Anyway. Oh, it's a soft drink as well. Who knew? Oh, look, brand new today. I'm not brand new. Yes, brand new back in today. Sold out. Got you on the kitchen table as I do some patchwork. Loving the peacock colour, says Stuart. Pauline says, I have the black and green patchwork fat quarter packs. They are so lovely. Gorgeous, aren't they? So it's sold out, is it, Han? I didn't even do this, you see. I didn't even do that. You know, that, yeah, the wag bag. Oh, yeah, what do you want that for? Are we ready? Oh. I'm not going all the way over. Anyway, that's sold out now. You can't buy that now. That's sold out. But if you got today's early bird... Pardon? She's in California. How brilliant. Oh, here you go. I'm in the forgotten end of California, way up north. Nowhere near San Diego, though, where I go. Well, used to go. Every year, Emma, I go to San Diego, yeah, for a month, but not this year. Look, William Morris inspired by blank quilting. That's £10 off. Oh, hang on, how much was that bag that I just had? Right. So the £10 off for this pays for the bag. Wait, so the bag's sold out now. Gorgeous, isn't it? Cuffly. I think I like those. My favourites are those diamonds and that one there, that kind of leafy one. Mind you, I like that one as well. $39.99. They weren't upstairs, they were over there. Right, we still haven't found the 680 table. That's a mystery, isn't it? That's a real mystery, I think. Right, Jane from Eleanor's in on Saturday. She'll shout at us if we haven't found it by then. Okay, what am I doing next then? Okay, more fat quarters. The black one first. Right, you get 4 in here. Maybe you're new like Emma. Right, so what you get is you get your 4 in here, look. Now this one might strobe a little bit on your television screen. There you go, so you get the floral, the stripes, the gingham and the black and white floral. $6.99 for 4. Oh no, mate. 100% cotton. 45 by 55 centimetres, 100 GM, and it's £1.74 a fat quarter. Now, I've got cotton in many languages here. I've got cotton, bumold, bumo, hang on, they get better, puvila, katoon, baumwoll, that's German, isn't it? Coton, alcoton, and decotona. Anyway, look, 100% cotton, 4 of them, $6.99. I was just reading out what was on the card. When you receive yours at home, yours will say the same. Dawn says, morning, John, watching whilst prepping in my sewing room. That's Dawn, who was on. Right, moving on. Emma, you're going to have fun packing up this hour because all of these have to be put back with the ribbon around them. Next one, pink. Like you've done nothing else for the last 4 months, have you? That's Paul. I was on a message to Paul, that was. Oh, these are pretty. These. No, isn't it funny? These are made by the same people, but they don't have all the writing on it. Just, they're 45 by 55 centimetres. 100 GSM. 4 pieces. Anyway, there. Oh, look, little Paul's sighing now. I can hear everything that Paul does. I can't hear Hannah chatting when she's right next to Mike, and yet Paul's miles away. I can hear him breathing. They're beautiful, aren't they? Light pink florals and the checks. Hang on. This is called pink florals and checks. Where are the checks, Hannah? No. Florals and spots, florals and stripes, but not checks. No checks. Okay, thank you. It's Danish. It's Danish, that word I read out. Okay, moving on. Yellow. Oh, this is pretty. This is really... Oh, now, this... Oh, it's the same. This feels a different cotton, this one. Oh. I've just dropped the label on this one. Gingham, floral, ditzy. They're gorgeous again, aren't they? I'm just going to pick up the ribbon. Are you not used to working the early shift then, Emma? Oh. Emma's just saying she's stressing about waking up in time to come to work. These are 100% cotton, 40-degree wash, 45 by 55 centimetres. Margaret says, John, are you wearing your giggle pants this morning? All I've heard for the last 20 minutes is giggling. Margaret, don't say that. I'll get fired. Oh, yellow one's about to sell out. Next. Well, it's called red. I'm always happy to see you, Paul. Look, here we go. This is the red one. Red patchwork, 4-piece fat quarter pack. 100% cotton again. This one's very different. You got the gingham. Now, I think that gingham's a woven. Hang on, let me just check. Well, a woven is always safer to work with because you'll get your straighter grain on a woven. If you've got a printed gingham, don't trust the... No, it's... Don't trust it, it's printed. No, it's woven. No, look. Oh, no, it's printed. No, it's printed. It's definitely printed, that one. All it is on a woven one, you can pull one thread out and you get the straight of grain. You can't do that on a printed one. Just be careful when you're cutting it out. Okay. Oh, why? What's happened? What's happened? Karen says, I'm thinking, should Emma be a new love interest for Paul? The first sewing street wedding, from Karen in Kent. Right, Emma's boyfriend doesn't fancy Paul very much, so it wouldn't really work, I don't think. Mind you, there was now on the Radio 2 the other day, there was a news story. Now, I'm open to all people's, all walks of life. No, but it was two male friends went on holiday to Mexico and met a girl called Olga, and in America, they've now both married Olga. I know. No, apparently it's fine. It was on the Radio 2 news. No, there's a new word for it. That I didn't. And the presenter, it was on the man who's filling in for Steve Wright over Christmas, who normally does the midnight show, and he kept saying the word wrong. There's a word for it. He kept saying it wrong. What's that? What word's that? Paul said. Paul got that completely wrong. Paul's a bit jealous because he can't even get one girlfriend, let alone two. You've got a girlfriend? This is green, stripe, floral. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Okay, moving on. What time is it? Oh, no, I've got ages. Don't know why I'm rushing. Oh, my heart's racing today. I don't know why. I haven't even had a coffee. What? These are nice. Now this one here is like a flannelette in the middle there. This is £5.49. This is tartan, 4 pieces. So that one feels like a flax. That one feels like a linen. That one feels like a flax. That one feels like a flannelette, and that one feels like a cotton mix. That one. Let me just have a look. They're all polyester. They're all polyester. They're 54 by 45 centimetres each. I wouldn't want to make pyjamas, I think. It might be a bit itchy, Emma. And it's a bit small, look. This is nice, isn't it? Look. Aren't they lovely? This one here is taking me back to childhood, and I don't quite know why. Not sure why. I recognise that one more than the others. Yeah, well, nothing in my childhood was good. Anyway, that's beautiful. I don't know what you'd use those for, because I wouldn't use that one for quilting, because that's a little bit loose weave for quilting, that one. So what would you use them for, Hannah, then? Oh, Teddy, are you watching? Dolls' outfits. Because you couldn't use it for quilting. Oh, Paul will put another flower on his denim jacket. Yeah, I've got flowers on them, haven't you? Remember Mandy Shaw came in? Oh, they're skulls, they're not flowers. And dragons. Oh, yes. In those Fat Quarter Heaven books and things like that, they do like brooches and scrunchies and things like that. They'd be nice out of that. Definitely. £5.49, that one. I can hear him. Okay, right. Look, there's loads. There's me saying I shouldn't rush, but I forgot I've got all these to do. Where am I going next, Han? Yes, we can. Which one would you like to do first? Yep, I launched this. Look. I'll just, is that in shot there? Okay, look. So you've got the gorgeous blues. Right, there's only one of these available. There's only one available of these. I love this. It's gorgeous. Moda, back porch, 30. That's good, $31.99, isn't it? You get 42 10-inch squares. It's me and my sister. Remember, they wear the same clothes all the time. But there's only one. First come, first served. Oh, no, too late. I've got another Moda one here. Oh! This is the one from that quilt. Do you remember the quilt we made with the houses? These are all the roofs and the buildings. This is nice. I'm not sure who she is. Hang on. Corrie Yoder of Coriander Quilts. This is deep. All the flowers of tomorrow are the seeds of today. Beautiful, isn't it? Right, now, if you bought either of those layer cakes, the 10-inch squares, we've got this book. Oh, and I've met her. Yes, at Festival of Quilts last year. It wasn't last year, was it? It was the year before. Hang on, where are we? No, it was the year before now, wasn't it? 2019, she was at Festival of Quilts, and I've never seen Jane Alcock nearly faint. She was fangirling Jenny Doan. And then she came over to meet me, and this lady said, I believe I've got to meet you because you're the English equivalent of me. That's what she said. I haven't got a book, I'm afraid. Not yet. So now if you've got pre-cuts, I mean, you don't have, the thing is, oh, hang on, let me just get it in shot. You don't have to use 10-inch squares because you can use half meters of fabrics. But if you've got 10, look. Techniques, tips and techniques. Right, Grand Adventures, Slice of Life. Wasn't that a Spice Girls film? No, song. That was when Jerry left, wasn't it? Spice Up Your Life. Power to the world, spice up. Was that the one in the spaceship? Yeah, she was on, they were on. It's really funny because we've been filming part of Notting Hill in the Savoy Hotel. We were all like lying around in the hotel rooms in the Savoy while they were filming in the other room. And I nicked all the soaps and all the slippers and all that sort of thing. And then Jerry Haller was interviewed on something. I said, there's something wrong with her. There's something not right. And then that Saturday, the Spice Girls were on the lottery show with Dale. And she wasn't on it. And I texted Dale going, where was Ginger? And he was like, oh, she's not very well. She's not very well. But that was it. That was it. That was it. She never ever appeared with them again. What's the matter, Emma? Oh, got a lot of stories like that, Emma. Oh! I have been on a glacier with Angelina Jolie, and we had to stand on a piece of polystyrene. We had to wear salopettes all day, and you couldn't go to the toilet. Yes. Oh, that's nice. Which one's that? Oh, no, I thought you said something else before that. Never mind. Gorgeous. Oh, look. Yeah, that's got so much crammed into it for $8.99. What are you whispering about? Oh, yeah. That's it. Right, now I've got another. Oh, Pam and Nikki Lynn top. We love Pam and Nikki. Now, these are jelly rolls, and I've got no jelly roll. Oh, I have. I've got jelly rolls on panels coming up in a minute. 15, quick and easy. Quick and easy. Oh, in a weekend, they think you can make these. Right, I'm going to send Hannah home at the weekend with this book and a jelly roll and see what she comes back with. Scarlet Steps. Oh, I say. Skyline. This is Skyline. Oh, no. Yeah. Springtime in Paris. Springtime. From Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch. These are, oh, look. Aren't they gorgeous? All made from jelly rolls, design rolls. Basically all made from 2.5-inch strips. Oh, now. Even if you don't get a design roll panel from us, right? Use your guillotine cutter earlier, ruler and cutter combo to cut your own 2.5-inch strips. Just cut loads and loads and loads of them. Create your own jelly roll. Norwegian wood. Now, hang on, I recognise that fabric. Is that Riley Blake? That's Riley Blake, isn't it, that fabric? Picnic. She's wearing the picnic, yeah. Yeah, where's the food? Hannah says, where's the food? Right, Beach Life. Oh, that's no. Oh, looks a bit cold, doesn't it? Though it doesn't look very warm. Oh, hang on, we're going to get told off. Oh. Wayfarer. Are you talking to me, Hannah? I can't hear with all the noise going on around you. Oh, it's gone quiet now. Honeycomb. I might need to question that. Tutti Frutti. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll come and see you in the break. I'll get my mask on. Oh, that's gorgeous. That like a 9 patch. That's lovely. Have you had it before, did you say? That's gorgeous, right? Look, there it is. That's a beautiful sprockets. Oh, that is how much is that? How much is that book? $14.99. I'm sorry, but how many quilts are in there? Right, look, the book's £15 and there are 15 patterns in there. How much would you pay for a Pam and Nikki Lintop pattern? You pay more than £1, wouldn't you? And you see, the thing is, when some people, when they do like, a jelly, what to do with the jelly, they all look the same, don't they? Every single one of those patterns look, there you go, look completely different, didn't they? Look. Oh, I love to see quilts like that. Paul's got a tattoo. Oh. Right, let's do some. Shall we do some, the design roles panels? How long have we got? Are they in the order you want to show them, Hannah? That's fine then. Okay, so I've got 83. Oh, sorry, they're fat quarters, don't want those. These are stripes. Oh, I see, so you've mixed them. No, that's a stripe. Ending 47, did you say? That wasn't ending 47, though. Oh, it's got 2 numbers, that one. Yeah, 2051097. I've just licked my finger. I will sanitize, I promise. Oh, it's huge, this panel. Look. So they are 2.5-inch strips. Oh, yeah, it looks one of the like big slides at the fun fair, Hannah says. Rachel and Gary are watching, enjoying the show. There you go. Look at the colours there. So you got all different. Can you see the patterns on there, Emma? Come back to one. Gorgeous. So you can cut all of those out. Do you know what I'd do? Well, it depends what you're making, I suppose. I'd be tempted to just do a little seam like that and join them all together and create my own fabric and then cut bits out from there. Anyway, it's massive. How big is that? How big is it? Just say. So you get over 1 metre. You're getting over 1 metre of fabric there, and it's 140 wide. Oh, the Jenny Doan book sold out. We do, well, I was going to say we should invite her in, but she can't come, can she? But there are people flying places, aren't there? I don't know how that happens. Oh, I see. It has to be for business, does it, and things. Right, what number next? Oh, hang on then. That finishes 18. Oh, 18. Sold out. Right, okay. How? Okay, what's next then? Yep. This is a smaller panel, this one. Well, it's the same width, look, but not as many stripes on it, that one. Oh! So they're like half a jelly roll. Now, can you pan down it? Is that possible to see the difference? Because well, actually, let me hold it up like that. Is that easier? You tell me what's best. Because look, half the strip is different, same colourways, but there you go, there you go, perfect. Look. $12.99. That's lovely. I think that's a very clever idea. So basically, each strip is that big. So you've got that many strips of those patterns and colours. And then if I turn it over, you've got the same colours but with a different pattern on them. So they'll all tone in beautifully. Lovely. Oh, that one's sold out now. Who says that? Janice says, the panels look great. I love them. Thank you, Janice, my love. Oh, now, this has been my favourite. The colour. Now, these are the full length. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a rainbow. Richard, red, orange, yellow, gain, battle in vain. Well, that's hardly violet, is it? But there you go. We're hoping to get more of these in for Saturday's show. It's me on Saturday with little Paul and Hannah and Jane Brogan and Clive on Saturday. And I've got what? On Saturday. Yarn Lane on Saturday. Oh, hang on a minute. How's all that going to be fitted in? I've got 8 a.m. will be pre-cuts. Oh, 8 a.m.'s Clive. Oh, does he know? 8 a.m.'s Clive. 9 o'clock is pre-cuts. Jane Brogan for 10 and 11. So Clive's only doing 1 hour. So he'll be going home at 9 o'clock. He'll be in his pyjamas, you watch. Oh, he's doing what? A boy's parka. That's cushy, isn't it? Oh, more people in baskets, and we've got that. We'll try and get more of those for the pre-cut show on Saturday, but we don't know if we can or not yet. Oh. Right. Have I? Well, if my fruit punch was this colour, I think I'd send it back. Not saying the colours are horrible, but it's not what you'd imagine fruit punch to be. You see what I mean? Nice pattern, gorgeous colours. Now, that's like, which design is that like? No, I'm not thinking about Orla Keeley. No, I wasn't thinking of Orla Keeley. I was thinking of, I want to say, one of the designers that works with Anna Maria Horner. I wonder if she sold her house yet. Emma won't know. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. I tell you what it is. We've had fabrics and we've all gone, oh, don't they look like eggs? Do you remember? You didn't say they look like eggs. I said they look like fried eggs. Hannah's lost. Hannah's lost about what I'm talking about. I don't blame her. I would be. That's one thing Hannah doesn't remember about me, and I'm mortified. No, I can't even remember it, so I don't expect her to. Right, and then I've got 2 left, have I? Or just not? Should be... No, well, actually, should I just round... Oh, no, I've got time. Which one? Where shall I go? Yeah. All right, okay. Come with me and you'll see some gorgeous Tula pink fat quarters. I'm here now. How come I've disappeared? I'm too quick for Emma. Yeah, it's me giggle pants. Right, so hang on. We might have sold out of some of these. So Peacock is brand new today. Brand spanking new today. 17 of these left, and it was brand new today. And how many? Okay, so if everyone checks out, there's 5 of these left. 5 left. So this one is Peacock, brand spanking new today. Hang on. Norma said, hello, John. Have Sewing Street ever done strip panels on the bias? No, as far as I know, they've not. Not in the 3 months I've been here, but I'll ask Hayley now when I run through. Oh, yeah, because I've got to take this, haven't I? Okay, there are 5. Once everyone's checked out, there are 5 of these left, and it was brand new today. Brand spanking new today. $69.99. Okay. Oh, do you know what that noise I could hear earlier? No, it's my belt hitting the table. My belt buckle scraping on the table. Because they promised, 3 months ago, they promised to raise these tables, didn't they? Oh. Okay, so that one there is Peacock, and there are only 5 of those left once you've all checked out. Then I've got Flamingo. 2 flamingos left. Or is it flamingi? What's the matter? No, it was a fabulousness of... Is it flamboyance of flamingos? Oh, I thought it was a fabulousness. Look! How many of these left, just say? 2. 2 flamingos left, that's it. 2 left. Gorgeous. Righty-ho. And then... Goldfish. Oh, wow. This has flown. Because there were 17 of these left earlier. 7 of these left. This is goldfish. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Look. This is goldfish, 16 fat quarters, 100% cotton, machine washable, quilting weight, $69.99. Gorgeous. Right. Do not go anywhere. Have we got a picture of the cushion? Oh, okay, right, I need to warn you. Right, this one is called Puppy Love. It's coming up after the break. We're going to be concentrating on the stitching. 2/3 of the stock has gone already. Just to warn you, and we haven't even got to the hour yet. In fact, I'm very early going off, aren't I? So, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because we can give Cara a bit longer. Oh, now don't forget, I've got Sewing Street Sock Lady today, Winnick Sock Lady today. So I will see you in 3 minutes with Cara from now.
New Year's are always about trying new things, so why not try out a new hobby? From the 4th to the 10th of January, Sewing Street will be bringing you a week packed with demonstrations on new techniques, beginners tutorials and brand new projects. With everything from ribbon art, making your own sleepwear, new quilting techniques and beginners homeware makes. We have something for everyone. Sign up to our email newsletter and follow us on social media to find out what's on when. And watch our New Year, New Hobby shows from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday the 4th to Sunday the 10th of January on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our YouTube channel or Facebook Live.
Hello everyone, I'm Delphine Brooks. It's so great to be here and part of the Sewing Street family. I'm local, I'm only down the road in Warwickshire. I started sewing many years ago when I was very young, doing lots of art and painting, and eventually I went into textiles and I really enjoyed doing the two together. I then had a bit of a break. Something you don't know about me maybe is that I spent many years in the Royal Air Force and eventually in the police as well. And then I went full circle and I've come back to my happy place of sewing, and which I really enjoy. My best sewing tip is measure twice and cut once. I have chipped up a couple of times, by not measuring properly, and I do always regret it. So now I always measure twice, cut once. Anyway, I really hope to be with you again soon, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
Hello, I'm Jane Greenoff and I'm stood in the barn here at Pink's Barn in Gloucestershire, England, which is where I live with my husband, and I stitch. I think I stitch in my sleep. I've certainly been stitching for over 30 years now, and by stitching I'm talking about counted cross stitch or counted embroidery in general terms. I also collect old samplers, and I've got one to show you here. Now, if this smashing, it was actually stitched in 1796 by a little girl of 8 or 9, and it's absolutely charming. So I collect antiques. I love to draw and create antiques for the future, and look forward to seeing you all on Sewing Street sometime in the future.
New Years are always about trying new things, so why not try out a new hobby? From the 4th to the 10th of January, Sewing Street will be bringing you a week packed with demonstrations on new techniques, beginners tutorials and brand new projects. With everything from ribbon art, making your own sleepwear, new quilting techniques and beginners homeware makes. We have something for everyone. Sign up to our email newsletter and follow us on social media to find out what's on when. And watch our New Year, New Hobby shows from 8 AM to 1 PM on Monday the 4th to Sunday the 10th of January on Freeview 72, Sky 670, our YouTube channel or Facebook Live.
Stuck for ideas for the perfect gift? Why not get them a gift card? You can buy Sewing Street and Yarn Lane gift cards loaded up with anything from £10 to £500. Shop our gift cards online at www.sewingstreet.com or www.yarnlane.com, or purchase them via our UK call centre on 0800 001 44 33.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
I'm back. Not that I went anywhere. But, I'm back. Right, so just so you know, the teddy bear cushion, the Helen Newton design earlier, completely sold out. Completely and utterly sold out. This one, before we've even started this hour, this is the one we're doing this hour. Oh, sorry, no, not that one. No, sorry. That one. 2/3 of the stock is sold out already. Okay, $19.99. Now, let me just show you what you get in this one. It's a Helen Newton design. It's not a brand new design. You might have seen this one before, but only available for us at this moment in time. So if you want to buy this within the next 2 weeks, you can only buy it from us. Right, so this is the design. My teeth, I'm breaking my teeth in for someone else, that's all. Puppy love. And then there you go, oh, that's unusual, isn't it? So there are your 3 puppies. There's your puppy. There's only one puppy face. Anyway, Cara will explain what all these dotted lines mean in a minute and things like that. Okay, so what you get in this bundle for $99, you get the instructions. So you've got those in the templates forever. Then you get this panel. Now, again, like the earlier hour, yours will be the colours that Cara has received. There's something gone a bit awry with my panel today, and a couple... It has been sorted. It has been sorted. Don't worry, it has been sorted. The one I'm showing you here is slightly awry, but the one that you will get exactly what Cara is showing you. It's almost the same. It's just a couple of the colours. It's almost like there's something like a red that's not been mixed in properly or something like that. Yours will be absolutely fine. Do not worry one iota. It's only this one that I've got here. And this one today will be destroyed after the show, so nobody will get this one by accident. So... this is your panel that you get. And again, it tells you, look, dog faces, arms and tails. I just put my glasses on because I can't read everything. Mother, dog fabric. They've done it again. Mother and daddy. Son. Oh, it's a boy. The one at the left's a boy. It's not a girl then. Dicky bow, mother's collar, balloons, tie. Bonus fabrics again. You get 2 bonus fabrics again on that one. So that's your panel. Then what you also get on this one is... Oh, by the way, who was it messaging in about the bias strips? Was it Debbie, did you say? Who? Joan? Joan, I've just told them and they're on... No, not Joan at all, Norma. They're on it straight away. I've just been through into the office now and they're on it straight away. Right, okay, and then in this one... Now, this one's a bit... Oh, now. Is this right? You get half a metre of each, yeah? In the last one, you got 1 metre and a fat quarter. This one, you get a metre of each. You get a metre of white. So that is a little bit different to one Cara's got, because Cara seems to have cream or vanilla. But you do get this lovely soft blue, which I think is called... My dad's RAF shirts used to be that colour. Because when I was about... well, I was going to say 18, but I wasn't quite 18. But I was in the Golden Eagle pub in Chester, and there was a fight, right? And I nicked one of my dad's shirts to go out in, and I was standing next to these two and they started fighting. And it's a bit of a gruesome story, this, right? One of them, what am I telling it? Maybe I won't. Anyway, the outcome is, right, I got covered in blood and the man who was standing here got known as Billy No-Nose. That's all I'll say. Anyway, they're all going, ooh. So you get all of that for $19.99. $19.99 you get all that for. So now, in the first hour, if you did miss the first hour, Cara covered all of the placement. We are going to do that, but this hour is going to be more concentrated on the actual sewing. So, Cara Delevingne.
Hello.
Did you have a good break?
I did. I managed to get most of this done.
Oh, now it looks gorgeous.
It does. It looks so pretty, doesn't it? The colours are so nice.
Yeah.
So let me just pop it in the right place, hopefully.
Yeah, just a bit further forward.
Yeah, just really, oh yeah. Just really,
there you
really
go,
pretty.
There you go, that's it, lovely, yeah. Thank you.
So all I've done, for those who are watching in the first hour, I did go through quite a lot of the techniques for transferring, but just in case.
Yeah.
You have your pattern, which is fab. And you've got some very clear instructions from Helen, and also a couple of very clear photographs. And this is at this stage. So this is at this stage here, before you actually stitch. And then there's a picture once you've added your free motion.
Okay, perfect.
And then these are all your pattern pieces. And she tells you in the instructions how many of each you need to cut out. So I've just written on here, right, I need 3 faces, 3 sets of each ear. And she's given you the pair, so you haven't got to swap it over. Because they are slightly different shape, but that adds to the character of the dogs.
Yeah.
3 noses, 3 balloons, there's 3 different tails, and then just singles of the other things. So, and don't throw any of your Bondaweb away.
No.
Because when you're actually doing something like this, and you've got a tiny piece like this, it does fit over quite a few of the pieces. So you'll trace your pattern onto your Bondaweb, and I use a crayon. I just found it easier rather than a pencil and a pen. So you'll cut that out roughly, then you'll iron that onto the back of your fabric, cut round it neatly, then you place that onto your back cushion. And the reason why you've got extra of the the white there, is the whole of the background is the white, whereas on before it was half of it was green.
Oh,
So,
that's right. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And also, you've got cream on yours. So I was
Yes.
there. You've got cream on yours. What you get in your bundle is you get white as your background.
Yeah, which, you know, will work really, really well.
Yeah.
And again, like the other one, once you've got the pattern, you can do loads,
Exactly.
loads
Well,
and loads.
if you wanted a cream background, you might have some cream at home.
Yes.
Put the white in your stash because you always need white, and just use
Yeah.
the cream you've got at home. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So all I've done in the break was actually take all my pieces, take the backing off, and then place them onto the actual cushion. And if you were lucky enough to get the applique mat, or if not, just some parchment paper, and just pop that over the top.
Is that parchment you've got there?
No, it's not parchment paper. This one's is it baking paper?
Does it matter? Is it greaseproof paper? Is
No,
it what you
it's
call
like greaseproof paper. It just protects it when you're ironing it.
Where'd you buy it from?
Normal grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never ever bought any because I wouldn't know what it was for. That was all.
For baking.
Yeah, don't do baking. Don't do baking.
I use it for baking. So I just placed that. The only thing that I'd say to you is once you've placed all your pieces on the fabric and you go to put something on top of it, just try and make sure you don't move any of the pieces. Just double check that all the pieces are in the right position. Also, there are certain things on this particular design where, for example, the tail, just there, is behind the body. So you actually position the tail and then you put the body on top of the tail.
Okay, I can't see from here, but on the last one we had like teddy bear's arms going over into the frame. Is that the same on this one?
Yes, you've got some tails going over and you've got some balloons going over.
So that's why the frame's gone on early. Yeah,
so the frame's gone on early. In fact, I've suddenly realised that I've actually placed the pieces. The short parts of the frame should have been the other way around, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Oh, so it should be landscape.
It should be like this one.
I like it that like it that way that you've done it.
Yeah, I think I mean it's a square in the centre.
Yeah.
So all I've done is I've placed it there. Your heads go over the collar and the body there, over the collar there. The arm goes under the body. So just take a bit of time and place everything into position. And then the balloons up here and then the bees up here. And then once you've done that and you press that in position and it's all secure and everything, then you can add with your friction pen, once you have put your iron away,
yes,
you can add the bits of detail, which will help. It helped me enormously. Just popping the eyes in the right position.
Okay.
Now I'm just doing small eyes here.
Oh, sorry, Paul, how many did you say had gone? There are only 20 left now. And there were hundreds of these, there's only 20 left. Lots of people multi-buying as well. Yeah, please be careful, there's only 20 left.
So I'm just adding with the friction pen just some of the stitching. So we've got him there. So it's just on the ears and on the balloons, I think. Mm-hmm. So this is just sort of like to give shape to the ears.
Oh, because on the pattern they've got dots there. On the ear it's a dot, and on the balloon it's a dot.
It's just for a position.
Okay.
It's just really for a position. Actually, on the one that Helen's done on the front cover, she's added a lot of texture, so you can play around with adding texture. Like, for example, on the bow tie.
I'll put mine down. So, you can see it there. It's fine.
Yeah, there's some texture here, so you can play around with it. Once you feel confident, you can actually add. You can also add beads and buttons and hand stitching and everything. In fact, for the bee, and especially on the model that I've got here, I actually just used 2 strands of thread and did like a running stitch. And it just looks really, really good, when you actually got, that bee sort of, it looks like it's buzzing, doesn't it? So you can add lots of things. And I think that's the beauty about Helen's designs, is that, you don't have to just follow exactly what is on the pattern. You can do your own thing as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to and then we'll get some stitching.
Oh, so the other wings, have you got bits stuck onto the wings, or are you just drawing them?
I have got some fabric stuck
This
on.
is what I hate about sitting over here, because normally I'd be there, wouldn't I, pointing things
I
out.
know,
So
same.
you've actually got pieces of fabric
I've got pieces of fabric.
webbed on, because from here I can't see those.
Yeah, and they're sort of like a very pale grey.
Oh, okay.
So they do stand out against the vanilla that I've got here, but they will stand out against the white as well once you've done that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of shape there for the bee. Because of the shape of his body, it's a really big, fat bumblebee there. And then just do the line. And all of these lines will come out once they're ironed.
Down to single figures now.
Oh gosh,
and it's only 11:15 on Wednesday.
Shall we just do a bit of stitching?
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was show you how to do the free motion. I've not used this machine for free motion, so please bear with me. If it was my one from home, I'd be like off.
Yes.
But I will show you how to do some free motion here. But we also talked about other methods.
Yes.
So I've looked in the break, I looked at the manual for this machine and looked at the different applique stitches that they've got. So you said that you liked satin stitch.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, like satin stitch. I like blanket stitch. If I'm doing some applique, I quite like the blanket stitch. But also any of these you can actually do by hand as well.
I was going to say, I like, excuse me, I like blanket stitch when it's done by a machine, or you've got a machine that makes it look like hand one.
Yes.
But the only thing that frightens me about blanket stitch is I'm always worried when I get to a corner where my needle's got to be. And I always think, oh, I should have tested this before I started.
Yes.
Because sometimes it does it automatically. Sometimes like, oh, I'm way off on that one. You know?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just going around the dress there and across the bottom and up.
Okay, so for people who weren't watching earlier, what have you done to the machine?
Right, so what I've done to the machine is talk to it nicely.
Yes,
and
it's
said,
a beautiful
please
machine.
Be good. Oh my gosh, I think this one could be coming home with me. I wished. You look into your machine at the different feet and everything, and this is a darning foot, but there are other feet included with this machine.
There's
so
lots
there are
of feet.
lots and lots of different feet. So you will change your foot, and then we drop the feed dogs. Do you want me to show that again?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Oh, you're right on it now. Yeah, so there you go.
So just put the needle up and down. These are the feed dogs here.
Yeah.
So they're serrated, and they normally pass your fabric through the machine.
Yeah.
When we say dropping the feed dogs, there's a lever on the side of this machine. My lever's at the back.
Yeah, most of them are round the back there, aren't they?
Yeah.
But on the 680, it's round at the side where your clutch is.
Yeah, so we just drop that down, and that drops the feed dogs.
Okay,
and
are we on it?
There
you go.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
So the feed dogs are up.
Yeah.
I've switched the lever and the feed
drop
dogs
down.
drop
Brilliant.
down.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that means you're in control of the actual fabric and passing the fabric. We talked about the speed of the machine, and you know you have a tendency, you want to actually do it slowly, but actually doing it slowly doesn't make it easier.
No.
Doesn't make it easier at all. So I'll do another little wiggle on just a piece of fabric. So you will play around. So you drop the lever, and this will actually pass your foot, and it just either hovers just above your fabric, and then when you put your needle into the fabric, it goes flat against the fabric. When you bring your needle up, you can see the foot lifts.
Yes.
And that enables you to move your fabric. So that's the sort of movement that you want. And you were saying earlier, when you've done, I think you did it with Helen.
Yes, she
on the
made me
previous show.
live on
Yeah,
there. She went, come on, you have a go now. Yes.
You have a tendency, and because I do a lot of sewing machining, you want to move your fabric around, don't you, like that?
Yeah,
but you don't.
You want to go where the seam is taking you.
Yes.
You want it to actually move the fabric, manipulate it, so you go like the bumblebee one. You want to kind of go like that to follow it, which is how you imagine you do it, but you don't do that at all.
And it takes you a while to get used to the fact that you don't do that. The other thing is just bring your needle, your thread through
To the top.
Make sure it's at the top. I'll just move the... And then adjust the speed. So I'm going to do it slowly.
Yeah.
And show you, you can do it slowly, but it's harder to keep the stitches nice and even.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just show you that. Just here.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just doing it quite slowly. So I'm now going to have a go and do it a little bit faster. Needle down into the fabric to start with. That holds your fabric in position, and it also means that when you finish that particular area, your needle's in the fabric and your fabric is held. Otherwise, if the needle's up, your fabric can move, and that's when you get the jaggedy edges. There's such a word.
Yeah, technical.
Right, so I'm going to increase the speed. And just try and keep your fabric moving as evenly as possible. And we were saying about it goes against all principles, because when you're going to be doing a horizontal line, you would normally just twist your fabric, wouldn't you?
Right, Jan's asked a question. What stitch length would you use? Loving these cushions. Great demo from Jan in Buckinghamshire.
You don't have to change the stitch length. You're actually creating the stitch length
By the speed you push it through.
by the speed that you put it through. So
If you've never, ever done it before, what Helen made me do was she made me draw a circle, she made me draw a triangle or square, and then she made me draw a triangle, because that way you get to work, because they're shapes we know, we've got muscle memory in our brain of how we know where we're going, just to work out how you actually physically do it.
Yes.
And then you can start going off onto your... But the first time you do it, you won't get a square, you won't get a circle, you'll be doing what I did, you'll be trying to feed it through. It's literally, you put your hands down flat like that, don't you? And you guide the fabric through. It's like you're using the needle as a pen.
Yes.
Because then the next thing she made me do was write my name, which was...
gosh.
But it is, you are using the needle and you're moving the paper to write the name or create the pattern on the fabric.
Yes. So this is where I've gone sort of across and back.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what you're doing.
That's like your
actually,
bumblebees landed suddenly.
Yeah, it was going bit drunk and staggered. But then you can see that was sort of quite a nice even speed for me. And I know a lot of people who, as you become more proficient, you can actually put the speed of the machine up.
Yes.
And you just go with it.
Some people say it's easier the faster you go. Some of them do. Some say it's easier if you go faster.
Yeah. But you are creating something that's handmade. So if we look at, don't get too close, please. But if you look, the other thing that Helen says is do 2 lines, and it looks like you're sketching.
Yes.
Which is beautiful. So you can get the 2 lines round there.
And you're not attempting to get the 2 lines on top of each other. You're not it's not like stay in the lines when you're colouring in. It's just shadowing and interweaving with the lines you've already done.
And the other thing is you know, don't think, oh, I've got to be 1/8 of an inch. You know, that's where I struggle, because I'm quite particular with when I'm stitching, and especially when I'm doing embroidery and things like that, to actually do something that's quite free. It's lovely.
Now, the only question I've got with this, because obviously I say I like a satin stitch, that's only because that's how I learned how to do it. But if you've got a cushion that might need washing, I'm frightened that your fabrics, because you've only stitched them down with a straight stitch, are going to eventually fray away.
But that, I think, enhances the beauty of the cushion. You've got Bondweb. If you've got Bondweb, it won't fray too much. But actually, I think it looks really, really nice when there is a bit of texture. It gives more texture to the design.
Well, the only thing is, don't use it as a cushion. Like, don't use it as a pet cushion that you need to wash every week, because that really, well, any cushion's going to be weak and like that. But use as a cushion that you use normally, and then it doesn't matter if you wash it every now and then, because that will add to the texture, as you say.
Yeah, but it is handmade, and your design is going to be completely different from somebody else's.
Oh no, this is what I love about these. Is you can send Helen's kit out to somebody, and 10 cushions will come back, and they'll all be completely, not completely different. They all look the same, but different styles to them and things like that.
Ooh. Okay, so. Practice. Practice.
Practice makes perfect.
The other thing I'm going to do a little bit of a practice is for the eyes. you know, or buttons or something like that, you're actually going to do it in a circle.
Right, okay.
So I'll do a little eye for you. So you'll just move the fabric slightly. And you think, oh my gosh. And you're just going over and over and over. Let's get rid of the thread.
So that was to do an eye, was it?
That was to do an eye.
And how did, so tell me in words.
So in words, what I did was put the needle down into the fabric.
Yeah.
And then I just moved the fabric like that.
Slightly. Oh, like a spiral, like a tight spiral.
Yeah, or back again.
Yeah.
Or over and over, so you're doing it like a satin stitch. So that's how you would get something like that.
Oh, wow. So in the equivalent of hand stitching, it's not the equivalent really, but it's like you're trying to create what looks like a French knot almost, but on your machine.
Yes, yes. And the other one is for the bee. You'll see here for the bee.
Yeah.
Sorry, lots of close camera work.
Isn't there? Yes, Emma's new. She seems to do very close. Are you used to doing jewellery, Emma? Is that what it is? Yeah. So she's used to doing jewellery. So
oh, that's fine then.
Yeah.
That's fine. So these I've just done. So it's like a satin stitch, but just going backwards and forwards. But you can see I haven't actually completely covered it. It's just
no, it looks
suggestion.
like you coloured it. It looks like you've got a pencil and coloured it in. Yeah, exactly.
Shaded it. Same with the head there. You can tell I must have done the wings near the end because I managed to do my stitching over. You know, it was quite smooth and everything.
Yeah.
So,
but you said 'cause you were tired near the end, you didn't care where you went.
So, you know, that's creating that. Those are the eyes there. So you can see the eyes are just created.
Perfect.
Okay, so what I want to do is just do a little bit on here with the free motion.
Yeah. We're halfway through the show, so you're fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And the other thing that I was going to do was show you what other stitches you can use on here for doing a plique. So
now, somebody messaged earlier saying, can they do it all by hand if they want to? You could, couldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. The only thing that I would say if you're doing it by hand is either choose a colour of thread that matches, or as we've done with this, the dark brown or the black, and just do tiny, tiny little stitches to hold it in position.
Okay.
So that's the only difference.
We've got a question as well. Is it on the whiteboard or is it... Okay, there's a question. I'll just read it out while Cara's... Someone who's got the 560 machine, can they do free motion on the 560? Yes, you can. You might have to buy the foot. I can't remember what comes in the foot bundle for the 560. No, you don't get a darning foot, so you would need to buy the darning foot from Elna. The machine is totally capable of doing it, the 560, yes. It's a lovely machine, the 560. Right, sorry, Cara.
That's okay. So the other thing that I found, and again, I hope this might help, just a little hint, is you position your fabric on the machine near the needle. Don't actually use the needle up, needle down yet.
Right.
Pop the lever down so your foot's closer to the fabric. And then I just actually, by hand, drop the needle as close to the fabric as possible, just to be sure that I was in the right position.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. And then I'll do my needle down and my needle's in the right position. If you don't do that, you might find that you've judged it and you thought, oh no, that's not right. So, okay.
Okay, I've got, before you start, sorry, I've got a question from Lynn. When you are doing free motion embroidery, what stitch number do you set your machine on? Liz in Mansfield.
Sorry, we started talking about stitch length.
Hannah wasn't in, Hannah was in the gallery when that
sorry,
was
it's different people say different things. Some people say you put it to 0.
Oh, I've not heard that
Some
one,
people say you put it to 1. You are actually determining the length of the stitch, so it doesn't matter.
No, I leave it.
I leave it as it is.
Whatever you switch the machine off, switch it back on. I think it's 2.4, isn't it, on my machine?
Yeah.
Literally, I leave it at 2.4 because if you push it through really, really slowly, the machine's going to do really, really little stitches.
Yes.
If you push it through really fast, then you're going to have
long
slightly bigger stitches.
Yeah.
Right, before you start, I've got 2 other questions to ask you. Oh no, Margaret says, when she worked in a local hospital as a seamstress in the sewing room, I used to write in free motion, putting names on dresses for the nurses and ward names on the sheets.
Wonderful.
Long time ago. Cheryl says, Do I need to cover the teeth if mine don't drop? I'm making a small quilt the panel. I'm scared to try quilting the giraffe. What would you say?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Would you?
Yes. No, I would.
Yeah.
But there are some people we've had on when we were at Sewing Quarter who said they never drop the feed dogs when they're doing free motion, but only a couple of people. I would cover them up, Cheryl.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
I've got on one of my old machines, I've got sort of like a metal block that you can put over the top of them. I've got a tiny little Elna, one of the little portable ones, and you can't drop the feed dogs there, but you should have a little metal plate that you put.
Right, this is something I didn't know. I've got the 680. Jackie, who does a lot of these cushions, says the 680 automatically goes to 0 when you put the feed dogs down.
I've just noticed that.
Yeah.
I have just noticed it. Well done, Jackie.
No, that's fine. And Dawn says, I use my start-stop button, which gives me greater control with the machine, blanket, stitch, and for free motion. Claire says, is that called a darning plate, the thing you put on
Yes.
yours?
Yeah.
And then quickly, one more question that Hannah's got. And then we will do some sewing, I promise. Love Sewing Street. I tried free motion for the first time and it puckered the fabric. How do I stop it doing this, please? Thanks from Sam.
I would suggest either a stabiliser or the medium interfacing on the back. Yeah.
And when we say stabiliser, you can get things like stitch and tear.
Yes.
We haven't got any at the moment, but yes.
Yeah. Could you use freezer paper?
Hey?
Could you use freezer paper?
No, I don't think I would.
Rip, would it, afterwards?
Yeah, I think when you get too close, well, have a go. Have a go, but I've not seen anybody do that.
No, and also if you're going to wash something, I don't think freezer paper...
You can pull the freezer paper out afterwards, but it's a bit like foundation paper, so you've got to get it all out.
Yeah, I think if it was puckering, it might be that it's quite fine fabric and, you know, actually doing the free motion has puckered the fabric.
Yes.
So that's why the interfacing is quite good as a
Or
stabiliser.
was your needle blunt? That could be another. That could be another thing.
Yeah.
And then one last thing. I find it does it better with the feed dogs up. Is that bad? No, Suzanne.
Not
if you
at
do
all.
what you find.
Yeah.
So maybe if you've got feed dogs, was it Cheryl that said her feed dogs don't? Try it with feed dogs.
Yeah.
Don't try it on the quilt. Try it on a piece of fabric and see what happens. Right. So.
Right. Okay. So I'm just going down the side of the dress here. And you can see I've put the temperature, even the speed, to a medium speed. It's hard to talk when you're doing
Yes,
this.
exactly.
And you have to remember to breathe.
Yes, exactly. And keep your shoulders down.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go like this. They automatically go like that. And tense. If you're doing a whole
You've got to be
picture.
really relaxed and everything, especially if you're live on air and you're standing by a machine.
Yeah. Anna says, would she use her quilting gloves for this? If you have issues with your hand, definitely use your quilting gloves. Yeah.
So I'm just coming over the side there.
That's what goes totally
it's really,
to me.
I know.
It's going sideways.
And now I would normally just pivot,
Yes,
but no.
Yeah. No pivoting, you just go up now.
The other thing that I did with my machine at home was polish it.
What?
Polish it. Polish this bit.
Oh, okay, to make it more slidey.
Yeah, to make it more slidey. Slidey?
Is that such a word? As you can tell, we didn't find the table, the 680 table.
Found lots of tables, but not the 680 one. So I'm now just coming back.
Hannah, how are we doing stock-wise? Because I think we were very close to selling out last week. Okay, so they're all in baskets, but 10 people haven't checked out. So if you've got it in your basket, you haven't checked out, please, if you want it, please check out.
And the thing is, with free motion, once you get into it, you want to free motion everything.
Yes.
You really do. So I'm just going to come and bring this over, just cut the end there. And I've done 2 lines down the side of the dress there.
Lovely.
Okay. So I'll do a couple of eyes, I think. And then I wanted to, how we're doing time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Somebody's asked when the next Helen Newton show is. It'll be in about a month's time. Have you been booked for it yet?
No.
No, but it'll be in about a month's time.
Yeah.
It will be Cara, don't worry. But we don't know a date.
No, and we don't know what. I keep on looking on her when she posts things on Instagram, and I'm thinking, oh, I'd like to do that
I
one.
wonder if I'll be doing that one. Yeah, exactly.
So again, when you come to do the eye, I've got my foot down.
Yeah.
I'm just hand positioning the needle above, this sounds awful, doesn't it, above the eye.
Yeah.
And just when I'm sure that that's in the right position, I pop the needle actually into the machine. And then I'm just going to, you can hear the machine, I'm just doing different speeds just to fill that eye in.
You all right?
It's all right now, it's just to come out a bit.
Oh, it's just going out to its guide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So there we go, we've got a little eye there. I would actually...
Well, let's have a look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would actually maybe go over that again because I'm not 100% happy that it's dark enough.
Yeah, I was going to say, on your ones don't look as dark as the ones on
No.
Helen's original picture.
No,
but,
so I think I'd do that a little bit more.
yeah, but less is more. Do the first one first.
Yes.
And then have a good look at it and then come back to it
Yeah,
again.
yeah. So what bit would you like me to do now?
Well, it's up to you. Oh, no, I know what you... Could you do a balloon? Because
Yeah.
the balloon it's got like a
shadow.
highlighter on
Yep.
it, hasn't it?
Yep.
And then we can move on to the other things.
So I think I'll start at the bottom. So my foot's gone down. My needle's just going to position. Just going to make sure the thread's out the way. Sometimes when people are doing free motion, they'll cut the thread so you don't actually catch it.
Right.
So you can do that once you've done a few stitches. So. In fact, just going to get rid of that now.
Oh, now Trudy's got a Husqvarna machine, and she says when you put it into free motion, it sets itself. She also polishes her sewing machine to make it slide easier.
Yeah. So I've gone round the balloon twice.
Right.
And then the highlight part is just another line at the
Right,
side
which is
there.
marked, and if you're thinking, oh, I'm not creative, I couldn't do it, it's actually marked on the pattern.
Yeah.
So you can look at where Helen's told, like the ears she's got to highlight, and on the balloon she's got to highlight.
So I've just put the needle straight into the fabric, and in fact when I bring it over to the board you'll see that I didn't match it, and that's what I wanted to show you. But then I'm going to iron that, if I put the iron on. Oh, excuse me, disappear.
Oh.
I can't get back up again. I'll show you how you can get rid of the friction pen mark. So we're just going down the side of the balloon and back up again. And if I bring it over here.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
you
look
can
at that.
see.
There we go, brilliant.
Yeah. You can see there where I've marked with the friction pen, and the mark's still there. But then pop that over the top and it disappears.
And it's gone.
Just like that.
Perfect. There's black friction pen, $3.99.
Okay.
There is a blue one as well. Also, you can use friction pens to write on paper, and on the end, oh, I've got a black one here. Right, I'll just show you very quickly. I'm not going to do it, but you can write on paper. But at the end here, it's removed not by using a rubber. It's used by making heat, so like friction. So the little rubber here at the end, you can just rub after you've written with it on paper. You can then rub it out with that, and it completely disappears. All that I suggest you do, though, is if you're doing a project for school or something like that, don't put it through a laminator, because once it goes through the laminator, all the writing will disappear with the heat. And also, Jackie, who messaged in earlier, she wrote an envelope with friction pen, put it on a dashboard, drove to the post office. By the time she got to the post office on Sunday day, it's all gone. There was no address on the envelope.
Oh, gosh. Right.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm just going to go around one of the heads.
Okay.
Oops. And don't worry if you come off the line you're stitching on, you'll go round again.
Yeah.
The other thing that you can do is, and I did this a few times, is actually bring your needle up. If you've got automatic scissors, tendency is to press the button for the scissors. You don't have to do that because you can lift your foot and then you can go to another part of the design and you'll have the thread sort of going across. Eventually you'll cut that and get rid of it.
Oh, so you don't have to keep cutting and
you
starting.
don't have to keep cutting and starting. So, for example, I'm going to go around the nose at the bottom here. So I put my foot down, make sure my needle's in the right position, and then we'll just go around the nose.
Question from Deborah. Great demonstration. This is something I'm going to try. Do you mind me asking, do you have to do a forward and back stitch to secure the threads?
No.
There you go.
No.
Straight answer. No.
What I tend to do is when I'm starting, I won't move my fabric immediately. So you're actually doing, you know, there's a locking stitch.
Yeah.
So you're doing like a locking stitch. And then when you finish, again, that's what I do, is do the needle up and down in the same position. And that's again like a locking stitch. If you don't do that, then the threads could come
unravel,
out. Yeah, could unravel.
So don't do a distinct backwards and forwards like you would do at a seam, but let it go on its own. Because as soon as you stop moving it, it starts doing stitches on its. So get to the end of your line, stop, but keep your foot pressed down, and it will just do 3 stitches on the spot, won't it? All right, there's a quick question or quick comment about what? Don't sign a cheque or a document in a friction pen either. No, but that's it. I'm thinking write a cheque. Get the. No, how would it work? No, I'm not condoning fraud. I'm not condoning fraud whatsoever. And what was it? What did you say, Hannah? Do what? Write a wedding invitation. No, but they've already got the invite by then. You have to go around to the house and iron it. Yeah, so Hannah's saying, write your wedding invitations with a friction pen. If you fall out with the people, go round to the house, iron it, so the name's no longer on the invitation, so they can't come. That won't work. Oh, no. And Laura, that we used to work with, Hannah sent her a Christmas card or a birthday card, wrote it in a friction pen. When she opened it, it disappeared.
Oh.
Jean says, morning from a snowy Durham. Just got my granddaughter down for a nap. Loving Cara's demo.
Oh, I hope it's not too cold, and best place is to be inside.
Yeah.
When we drove over this morning, it was snowing. It was just like, oh.
Is it snowing outside now?
Don't know.
I'll have a look in the break. Right, okay, so.
Okay, so for the next few minutes, unless anybody wants me to do any more on the actual cushion, I was going to
12
sort of
minutes
show,
you've got, so.
I was going to show you a bit about different ways of doing a plique on your machine.
Oh, you've been busy in there the hour off, haven't you?
Well, I thought I'd better try it before I actually demonstrate
Oh,
it.
I know, it's horrible when they give you something to do on air.
I know, it's like,
well, I've never tried this before.
Okay, so what I was going to show you was that there are, in this particular manual, please keep your manual. My manual I've had for I've had my machine for 20 years. And when I was doing this, I still look at my manual, you know, so it's your best friend,
yes, totally,
definitely.
Yeah, totally.
So they do decorative stitches, which is like a blanket stitch.
Yeah.
And then they also do, I don't know whether there's a specific, there was satin stitch here, but it wasn't like a straight satin stitch. So I just used the zigzag one. So
that's all I use for a plique. It's just a very close together zigzag stitch. If you get the 680, if you lift the lid, if you can't immediately find your brochure, instructions manual, if you lift the lid, all the stitches are listed in there.
Yep.
And they're very easy to use. They're just in zones or modes, and you just go to the one you want.
So I'm just putting a different foot on, and in the manual they'll tell you which mode. So on the front of the machine, I'm sure there's been lots of programs.
It comes up.
And the stitches that they're referring to is stitch 37 to 44.
Yeah.
It's automatic on the thread tension, so it automatically does that for you. Satin stitch foot F, which is like this, so it's clear, so you can actually see where you're going, or you can use the open-toed satin stitch foot F2. Yeah. And your foot pressure is automatic on number 4. Yeah. So all this information is there. So I'm just going to pop this.
So if you've got the 680, all you do is you type in the mode that you want, the number of the stitch that you want, then on the screen, we'll show you all this on Saturday because Jane's going to be on Saturday, but I'm just telling you if you want to get it now. It comes up on the screen, tells you how wide it is, how long the stitch is, what foot to use and all that sort of thing. But it also will let you change the width and the length of the stitch. So if you're doing like a satin stitch and you're thinking, oh, they're not close enough together, you can shorten it so that they stitch together, or you can make it wider, or you can do whatever you want, because it will take you to the biggest size and you can then make it smaller or closer if you want to. Also, something we haven't been telling you that since I've been back for 3 months, well no, this machine hasn't been back for 3 months, is it comes with a 5-year warranty, but that 5-year warranty runs out, the deal runs out on Saturday. So now also what happens is the 2-year warranty comes in the box that you get your 680 because it comes straight from Elna. Then a few days later in the post, the 5-year one comes. So don't fill in the 2-year one straight away when you get it home. Wait for the 5-year one to come in the post and fill that one in instead.
Okay.
Quick message, then we'll get on with some time. What? Watching live while waiting for my newborn grandson to come home from hospital from Julie in Mid Glamorgan. Oh,
congratulations. Oh, I hope we're making the time go quickly for you. Wonderful. Right, so I was just going to I've just cut out the dress again.
Yeah.
So I can show you some of the different stitches. So I've taken the back off the bonder web and I'm just using the iron to press that onto the fabric.
Also, what you've done with your, when you get your machine, you could do like a stitch chart like you've done and just practice with all of the stitches that it does. And stitch number 77, you know, this is it at this width, this. So you've always got like make a little calico book out of it so you know what you've got there in the machine.
And even, as I say, even now I will actually do some sampling before I start something. So going back to the book, this is sort of the blanket stitch, and I'm going to start with mode 1. I'm going to lift the feed dogs because I want the machine to actually push my fabric through. Put my foot down, and the mode is mode 1 and stitch is 37.
Okay.
So at the moment, the stitch length is 2.4 and the width was 4.5 and it's automatically changed that as soon as you've done that. Needle down into the fabric and then this is just doing an automatic blanket stitch.
Now, is that the blanket stitch where it's just got one stitch for each?
No, it's got 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It does 2.
Yeah.
Goes backwards and forwards. Show you there.
Jackie says, loving both these demos. We've had a snow flurry in Ellesmere Port today. Helen Chambers says, brilliant demo by Cara.
Oh, thank you.
It's nice.
So that's the blanket stitch there. So I'm going to actually just have a go at doing it down the side.
Okay. So you've had a practice.
I've had a
practice.
practice.
You've got to know, this is where I make my mistake with my blanket stitch, is knowing where to start, because I don't want the needle to go down when it's on the in the
fabric.
Yes.
I can actually see that the needle is over to one side, so I'm not actually going to adjust it. I'm just going to see where that needle hits. So it hits to the edge of the fabric. You won't be able to see this until after.
Oh no, we can see it. We can see it there.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't need to hold. I was holding onto the fabric, and all I'm
you
doing.
you don't need to do this because you've gone back to normal sewing now. Oh, you see, that's brilliant.
And the needle's just going to the edge of the fabric.
Yeah.
So.
Jean says this is her favourite stitch, the double blanket stitch.
So there, you've got that down the side. You can actually make it wider, and there's different versions of it. You can make it wider, you can make it narrower. There's lots of different
Yes,
varieties.
This is why it's important to practice,
So for the satin stitch, I'll have a go at that. So the satin stitch, this is where I've written it on the fabric.
But that's the best way sometimes, if you found your perfect stitch, isn't it?
Number 11, I'm going to leave the width of the stitch to 3. And I'm actually, because I want it very close, I'm going to go down to 0.4.
Yeah. Sometimes if you're using a lightweight, like a Tana lawn or a Kay Facet lawn, be careful if you put the stitches too close together. That's when it can
Yes.
pucker your fabric.
Yeah.
Because it will just suck it all in like that. So have a test before you do it.
The other thing is, going back to the lady who said about puckering, you've got to bear in mind, I've got my cotton fabric, I've got my medium weight interfacing, and I've got my other fabric, and I've got my bond web. So I've actually got 4 layers, so it shouldn't actually pucker.
Shouldn't, no. You watch it pucker now.
Famous last words. So, I'll just do...
You've now got used to holding your fabric like... no, it's not a problem, is it? But you've automatically went into free motion stance.
Mode. Okay, you can see when I first started, I was actually off slightly. And then I've just drawn it down. Sorry about the brown. I wouldn't normally use the brown. If I was doing something like this, I might actually use, some of the machine embroidery.
No, but it's good for telly to make sure that she sees. There's nothing worse than sitting home going, can't see what she's done.
No. So now you can see that that's another way that you can actually attach any of these to the actual cushion. So,
but you could, I suppose, if you looked at some of the decorative, I'm not saying you do it now, but if you look at, there's a whole section in that machine of decorative thing. You know what I mean? You could do little rows of not sewing machines, you've got helicopters and Christmas trees or spools and things like that.
Let's think of a number.
What mode are you in?
I'm in mode 1, or I can go to mode 2.
It's up to you. Do mode 1. What number have I got up to?
Yeah, some of them won't work though.
No, you pick then,
Let's have a little look and see what would be quite nice.
Only got 2 minutes left.
I quite like mode 2.
Yeah.
And stitch 06.
Oh. Because 06 in mode 1 is your 1/4 inch foot stitch.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, here we go.
This isn't, it's pretty.
What is it though?
It's stars. It's like stars. Like a starburst. It's quite a big one, so if you
nice! Yeah, you can see that.
So you could actually do that along the edge of the dress.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's really pretty, isn't it?
What number was that? 06 in mode 2?
06, or there's a smaller one, which is 07, but there's lots of different stitches.
Oh, no, Jo Carter's got this machine, and last time I spoke to you, she said I still haven't done all the stitches on the machine.
No, it's really, really pretty. So, so if you have got a long edge, you might want the bottom of the skirt, and you might want to do a decorative stitch
across the
bottom of the skirt there.
So, gorgeous. Right, very quick question. What kind of backing did you put on the cushion when you did the cushion? Because there's enough fabric to do your back.
Oh, I did just an envelope backing.
Yeah. But there's enough fabric to do it.
Yeah, and there's all the sizes and everything, and instructions how to do an envelope cushion back if you wanted. It's quite a good depth.
And they're in the instructions?
Yes.
Oh, she hasn't forgotten anything, has she?
No, not at all, not at all.
Brilliant. Thank you, Cara. So you're back sometime next... Well, do you know what your next date is? Because you don't just do Helen, do you?
Is 22nd, I think.
22nd. So
22nd.
We will see you on the... Oh, before you go, got a nice message here. Such a brilliant demo, Cara. Love my Elna from Pat in Staffordshire.
Oh, thank you, Pat. I like my Elna. I've got a tiny little one, one of the portable ones.
It's time you upgraded to a 680.
Yeah.
They are fantastic. I have to say, I'm not just saying they are, because that's what I've got now. Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you ever so much
That's
today.
That's quite all right.
Safe journey home in the snow.
Thank you.
We'll see you very soon.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to round up because everything's sold. But I do need to tell you that. Oh no, I need to give you the menu for Sewing Street tomorrow. Right, Sewing Street tomorrow is here. Fabulous fabrics, Norm Rose. It's not me tomorrow, is it? No. Well, I'm fixed tomorrow. Fabulous fabrics, Norma Rose. French Roses Quilt You Go with Alison Marion. Marion Alison, Mama. Bebe. Creative Grids, Rulers and Tools. Oh! 11 o'clock, Rosemary's Bag. Oh, no, that's I was saying Rosemary's Baby then. Sorry, Rosemary Bag with Alison Marion. And then 12 o'clock, Kits Revisited. Now, what I need to tell you is if you're watching the television now, stay where you are because we're going to Yarn Lane. So if you're on the telly, you will automatically start seeing Yarn Lane. If, however, you're watching on YouTube, the website or Facebook, you need to go over to the Yarn Lane, yarnlane.com on the website, on the Facebook or the YouTube. It's Yarn, you can find the Yarn Lane one. And then, so you need to watch that. Now, I'm also going to tell you that any of the items from Yarn Lane will not appear on the Sewing Street website. They are on the Yarn Lane website. But I also need to tell you, have you bought anything from Sewing Street today and you come in and buy some sock making equipment, and the next one, it'd be 1P&P. Because it comes from the same warehouse, it will all be 1P&P from the same warehouse. But you do need to go to, if you're on the telly, it's fine. But if you need to buy or watch on the website, on YouTube or on Facebook, you do need to go over to Yarn Lane TV. Are we ready to go? We're going to go now. It'll take a while because we've got to clear up after Cara and everything and get everything out. So we're making socks. We're making socks, and so many of you have asked to do this. And we've got knitting needles on a wire. Don't ask me. We will see you in about 3 minutes from now.